What's good, GWest family? Get ready for the live lecture. I'm going to start up the live officially like in 9:15. It's already started, but 9:15 is when I'm going to start getting into it. I'm just going to prep up the live, let y'all get seated, let y'all get tuned in, get y'all blunts, get y'all liquor, get whatever you need, get your popcorn, get your food, and get ready to tune in and learn some shit because I'm really about to expose everything. And this is going to be a lot of evidence, a lot of facts. And I'm going to show you on my whiteboard with this proof of everything I'm talking about and sources. And I'm going to show you pictures and sources of everything that I'm talking about to back up everything I'm saying. And also, right now, for y'all that are tuned in, I have monitoring spirits right now because of this live. Before I even went live, a lot of shit went down. There's definitely monitoring spirits going on. I'm getting complaints in the apartments that I'm being loud as I was talking about this, which is crazy. And I was having a lot of other people call me on some negative energy, spamming me, calling me. And like, yeah, I feel a frequency. There's definitely something trying to stop me from going and speaking this message out to y'all, but ain't nothing stopping me. So let's get it. Let's go crazy. And let's get ready. Let's prep up the live. For those that don't know, this is a drum, right? A 432 hertz frequency drum, right? And this drum basically, here, I'm going to pull up a picture for y'all, basically what it does. It's a lot of things that it does, but basically it's 432 hertz frequency, which equals to 9, which will tap you into Christ consciousness, to the cursed consciousness, which taps you into ascended masters, divine beings. It taps you into all ascended masters, supreme beings, and all divine beings that have ascended this realm and that are in higher spirits and in higher dimensions and higher realms, like who? Christ, Buddha, Tupac, Malcolm. It gets all these spirits and it calls them in literally. And it does all these other things too, but I want to pull up the picture as I'm explaining it. So give me a second because I have a lot of pictures right here, right now. I'm just going to pull up. Y'all can see the drum, so I'm just going to pull up a picture of what it says that it does. I'll be going on live and I'll be helping people out with this to heal. It's 432 hertz drum live, quantum leap plus DNA rewrite, curse breaking plus healing trauma, generational curses, then and gets also angelic and ascended master downloads like I told y'all. And literally, like I said, it's the 9 hertz frequency, 432 hertz, which equals to 9, right? That connects you to the I, which Yeshua means I am. And the 9th letter in the alphabet is the I. And literally, God said if you want to find heaven, go to I, or something like that. He said something like that, like go to the high and go to the land of pineal, which is the pineal gland, right? Which is the I and the I. Literally, it's the same thing because the I is the soul is seated where the I resides, which third eye is where it resides. That's where your soul is. So it's projecting this reality. So your mind is literally Christ conscious. Your mind is the crown chakra. It's heaven. And you gotta ascend past the lower 3 chakras to align it, and you gotta align all the chakras, which is killing the 7 deadly sins, which is the 7 chakras, aligning them. And that's how you ascend to the Christ chakra, to the crown chakra, and you access Christ consciousness, and you're able to manipulate the matrix. You don't escape the matrix, you manipulate it. And all divine leaders taught this. Christ, Buddha, Pac, Michael Jackson. Name any divine leader that spread a message. Bob Marley. Anybody else, bro, that you could think of, bro. Bobby Hemmett. Anyone else you could come up and think of. They all taught the same shit, right? Alright. To get that out the way now, let's just play this. After I play this, I'm going to play this for about 8 minutes. Let's actually do it for 9 minutes. So we could do the divine number of the divine feminine and call in the 9 hertz frequency by playing it for 9 minutes. So I'm going to end this at 9:21 my time. All right. I'm going to play it for y'all. This is a very powerful frequency, and it's a harmony, like it's a beautiful harmony. Watch, hear it. Ashe. I call in all divine beings, supreme beings, to heal, unlock our genetics, activate our genetics. We call you in through us, the Christ consciousness, the presence of all divine, supreme beings to be in this life. Protect us, protect me from these watchers, these monitoring spirits that are clearly trying to get in the way of this powerful live and lecture. And I call in all ancestors, all divine beings in Christ consciousness and the God frequency to use me as a vessel and speak through me and use me as a vessel in this life to help enlighten and help remember my people of who they are, and also help them heal psychologically, genetically, traumatically, and in all aspects help them heal psychologically, quantum physically, metaphysically, spiritually, mentally, physically. Ashe. I love y'all gods and goddesses. I ask in this live to remember who they are, and they tap into the I and the 432 hertz frequency that this drum is playing, because it equals 9 hertz, to remember and help my people remember that they're 9 ether beings, Anunnaki gods and goddesses, indigo children, indigenous to this world, to this land of Mother Kai that we know out now as Earth, which rearranged the word Earth, its heart. Ashe. So remember who you are. Now I'm just gonna play it for y'all for about 7 more minutes. Peace and Ashe to all y'all joining. The live will start soon. We're just calling in all supreme deep beings, the cursed consciousness, and aligning the reality on the right frequency. We're quantum metaphysically shifting right now. That's what we're doing. We're quantum leaping and putting out the right frequencies and energies out there. Ashe. Stay tuned though. This live we're killing a lot of birds in one stone. Meaning, we're gonna break down all topics into one live. Literally, this live is interconnected with everything you study. Anything and everything that you believe in and study is just more broken down for you. And I break down the root of it all. So stay tuned. Invite y'all people in. Get your blunts ready, your liquor ready, your food ready, whether you're alkaline, keto, or you eat meat and chicken and fast food, it don't matter. Whatever you eat. We letting everybody in here. As long as you're high vibrational and you're here for the right reasons, that's all that matters. Ashe to y'all gods and goddesses out there. Peace and Ashe. I know y'all feel that harmony, feel that high vibration. This literally like heals your subconscious mind and connects you to your subconscious mind, to God. And it's getting rid of old negative patterns, low vibrational frequency realities, energies, spirits, people, circumstances. programming it and reprogramming you subconsciously by you just sitting there listening. I love y'all. I love y'all reflections. Share the live, like up the live, or sit there, stay tuned in, just listen. Heal. About to start the live up in 2 minutes now. Ashe. Let go. Detach. Be like water even when you crash. Flow. Be formless. Be a sponge. Be observant. Be open-minded. But be also, use discernment. Have awareness. Self-awareness. Self-knowledge. Self-boundaries. Self-respect. Self-love. And that comes with cosmic love. Universal love starts within. Hey, for those in here that are listening the whole time, feel free to screen record it and send it to me, even though I am going to post this up. But if you want to screen record it, and for those that watch the whole live and want to watch the live after, I'd appreciate it if one of y'all can comment on the live below or on the video when I post this live up after. If y'all can post up like the time that I actually start the lecture, the time that I'm playing this, and the, like, you feel me, like the intro when I'm playing the drums, and put all the timestamps of everything of when I start to do the lecture, playing the drum, all that. I would really appreciate it because it's going to be a very divine, powerful lecture. That's about to start. Ashe. Alright, with that being said, this live is about to start. Like I said, get your blunts, your liquor ready. Get your food ready. All that good shit. We about to start this live up. I just want to say peace and ashe to all the ancestors, all supreme beings, divine beings, all the gods and goddesses of planet Kai. Ashe and peace to all the gods and goddesses of planet Kai, my black and brown people, one love. And even to the high vibrational human beings that are tuned in, listening, and to all life forms and all different expressions and extraterrestrial beings that's tuned in here. That's on the high vibrational side, that's here to learn for cosmic information and for remembrance and activating our genetics and all of who we are and all that good shit. So let's get started. But before we even get started, y'all, I just got my intro out the way and everything. I am about to get into it. I'm about to explain everything, expose everything right this motherfucking second. But before I do, I know y'all there listening, waiting for me to get into it and expose all this information with my whiteboard and everything. I'm about to do that. But hey, I know y'all got your blunts and your liquor or whatever y'all got to be tuned in and to vibe with me. So you know what a young nigga finna do? Do the same shit. So give me a second. I'm about to bring my motherfucking pen and get high with y'all as I teach, my nigga. Because I'm trying to relate to my people and be one with my people and vibe with my people. So 1 second. I'll be back in literally less than 20 seconds. I left my shit in my room. I'm finna get high with my niggas today. Young, wild, and free. Hey. Be right back. Hey, y'all, you know what I just started thinking, y'all? I really need to get that small little mic again that I used to have when I used to do my YouTube videos, bro. I lost that shit a long time ago. I need to buy that again. I have my big mic that y'all see now. When that looked weird, the expression of the motion of that. But no, no homo, nigga. That shit looked weird. But I used to have a mic. You feel me? Like I have a mic now that y'all see in the corner of my videos all the time. But the little mic I'm talking about, I used to have it all the time right here, or I would hold it in my YouTube videos or my old videos. I lost that shit a long time ago. I need to get it again because I would be using that right now for this live lecture. But honestly, at the same time, I didn't fuck with it because them bitches would die out fast. I need to buy some more better versions. Even if I gotta invest a lot of money into it, I will. And I've invested $800 to my YouTube camera. I've invested hundreds of dollars into studio equipment, into YouTube equipment. And all that shit's really useless. You don't even need all that to really blow up. But I'm just letting y'all know how passionate I am and how, you know, how genuine, like how much I be into this shit. And I be really passionate about teaching y'all. Like, this a whole lifestyle for me, y'all. If you really want to make it, you gotta treat whatever it is that you're trying to do in life. You gotta make it your lifestyle and start now. It don't matter, bro. You don't gotta be ready. You just gotta start now. But all right, let's get into it. Let's really, really get into it. This shit's about to be crazy. Y'all see the live title, G West Live Lecture, Spirit, and all life, how it all originated, how it all started. We about to expose the Christ consciousness in the 33 dimensions, the Freemasons 33 degree Freemason knowledge, the vertebrae of the 33 spine and the 33rd parallel, and how everything's interconnected and how we got to this position of where we're at now, and the metaphysical, quantum metaphysical story of all religions and the science of where it all came from. We're going to expose everything and break it all down. Like I said, I'm going to show y'all facts and evidence of this through sources, pictures, evidence, and even I'm going to show you my whiteboard. I broke it all down in my whiteboard so I could because I wrote it all down and broke it all down so I could put it all together to make it sense for y'all. And I put everything that was like, you know, I just put it all out there. That's in my subconscious that I know of how to manipulate and manifest and work reality the way that y'all seeing me do right motherfucking now, right? Because this is just the frequency I'm at. Everything you're seeing. This is where I'm operating. This is my lifestyle, you feel me? And y'all are just tuned in. My fault, y'all. I'm just trying to... Because look, this is a lot. Look, this is a lot. You feel me? So right now, I'm trying to see like where I'm going to actually like start, bro. I literally got done finishing working on this the whole day, all day today. I already have everything planned out and set up, though, as far as how I want to break it down and explain it and pull up the pictures and evidence after and everything. But right now, I'm just looking to see, like, basically the overall message of what this is trying to say to call this the title. Even though y'all see the live title and I've told y'all what it means, but I still want to fucking see the title of what this shit is right here. So let me see, because I also have another, you feel me? I also have the back part of it, too. You feel me? So, and I did have, like, I wrote down the title right here. I just got to see what it is. Okay. All right. So this right here is the quantum metaphysical motherfucking truth of how we are Christ, the cursed consciousness, the crystals. We are the crystals that came from 33 dimensions, and we are electrical magnetic beings. We are spirit magnetism, electromagnetic beings that fell from 33 dimensions of higher realms of dimensions and frequencies and vibration. And we fell into the 3D, into physical matter, right? And this is what's going on. We are the Anunnaki gods and goddesses, the cosmic beings that's interconnected with the whole universe, and we're made out of the whole universe. And we're literally projecting this reality that we know now as the 3D realm, as the physical matter, and this reality that you see with these two eyes. That's all just an illusion, and we all fell into the third physical dimension, and this whole shit is gonna break it down. So let's get right into it, my Black and Latino people. Y'all are Anunnaki gods and goddesses, Sumerian and Atlantean Anunnaki gods and goddesses. Remember who y'all are, and I'm finna break it down to show you all the facts, all the evidence, and pull up pictures and sources of everything I'm talking about. I'm not gonna keep repeating myself. That's the last time I'm saying that. So let's get into it, right? Because you need to really listen and understand what I'm saying to you right now. This is going to change up the whole game and fuck up the whole game. Planet Kai is Mother Earth. It's Anunnaki. It's the shorter word of Anunnaki. This is what the original planet is called. And that's why we call it a planet, because it's a plane. It's a plane of existence. It's just the third plane of the third dimension. That's what Planet Kai is. But to get back on, now we call it Mother Earth, which if you arrange the word Earth, is heart. Because it's the heart chakra that ascends you from this third dimension, right? All right, let's get into it. So, to get started, let's talk about the etymology and the terminology of the word human, right? There's two different definitions of human. There's the human beings, which are the white people race, which are made out of dog, wolf, sheep, and pigs. And I have evidence and source of all that later that I'm going to talk about. And I'm going to pull up the pictures and the facts and evidence of what I'm saying, because they have different melanin. They have melanin, and they are humans. They are made from an extraterrestrial, which was Satan, which was Yakub. I'm going to break all that down later. But for now, this is what you must know. They are the human beings, which are the ones that are made up, that share the same ancestor as a Neanderthal with all monkeys, right? That's not us. We are the humans. We are HUE. We are the electrical magnetic beings that fell into the third dimension, into manifestation. Light, HUE equals light manifestation. And we manifested into magnet field, into electrical magnetic field. That's why I have this, because that's what you are at the core. You are an electrical magnetic being. And an example of this is this. I'm finna show you, and I'm gonna show you this picture later. I'm finna bring it up. This is what you are at the core. That's your spirit. That right there, what I'm showing you. You see that? That's your soul. That's your Merkaba. That's your spirit. That's your energy body. That's your 7 chakras. Your main 7 chakras, because you got more, right? But that's your main ones. That's across through your temple, through your spirit. That's you. That's your energy, and that's the frequency in your aura that you're vibrating at. And your aura, the size of your aura and the colors of your aura depends on the vibration and frequency and where your awareness is at and where your spirit is at and where your consciousness is at, right? I just wanted to show you that picture. So literally, that's why they say mind over matter. Because you were mind and spirit before matter. But Satan is against matter over mind. He's mind over matter. That's why when you look at the Merkaba, when you look at the Merkaba symbol and reverse it, that becomes the... Look, when you look at the 5 element symbol, right? It's a star. You know when you reverse that star, it becomes the Satan symbol because it's saying matter over mind. Because the 5 elements means mind over matter, right? But when you flip it, it means matter over mind. And that's what Satan is. Satan is against, the Christ consciousness, the high vibrational awareness, the spirit in the mental realm, the 99%. He wants you lost and delusional in the physical realm, in the physical matter, because he fell into that physical matter. We all did with him when he went against himself. And this happened anciently. Satan is Zeus, Jesus, Jakub, Jacob. And I'm going to break all that down later in the other side of my whiteboard. But let's get back on topic right now, right? So we were the humans, right? The light beings that manifested into physical matter, right? And I'm going to break down later how we were in 33 dimensions and fell into the third physical dimension. But right now I'm going to explain to you how we fell into the third dimension, right? So we were the light beings that fell into physical matter and manifested, right? That's man is manifestation. Hue is HUE, man, human, light beings. We were light beings that fell into physical matter. And the physical matter that manifested was the 4 phases of matter, which was solids, liquids, plasma, gas, matter, which is everything you see around you. And everything you see around you is 99% energy, vibration, and it is alive. And you cannot see it. If you take a microscope, you will see that everything is alive and it looks exactly the same as you. Everything's alive. Nothing is dead. Nothing is truly solid. It's just a projection of what your 4 phases of matter, of your 5 elements picks up of the 4 phases of matter. And you can't pick it up fully. You only pick up, your eyes can only observe 0.035% matter, right? Here, I don't know why it's blurring out. It can only observe 0.35% of physical matter, right? So, to go back here, right? You fell into these 4 phases of matter, and you fell into the 5 elements, into the 5 senses, and you fell into the 7 deadly chakras, into the 7 deadly sins, when you fell into physical manifestation matter, and you fell into the atom in the mitochondrial Eve gene. You manifested through dark matter energy through the 99% because it's the same thing. What they call the spirit realm, spirituality, the Holy Spirit, the quantum physics, metaphysical, reality, energy, frequency, electricity, ethers. These are all different labels of atoms. The 99%. These are all literally, it's all frequency and energy. It's all the same thing. It's the underlying surface of reality. The 99% that you can't see, which manifested into atoms in the mitochondrial Eve gene, dark matter. Dark matter is a different name for ether, electricity, and the matter that you cannot observe with these 2 eyes that's in the light spectrum, right? You can't observe 99% of the dark matter. And 99% of dark matter manifested into atoms in the mitochondrial Eve gene. And the mitochondrial Eve gene proves that we all come from black women 200,000 years ago, which that's a lie. It's actually 9 billion years ago. CIA document says this. 9 billion years ago, we've been here longer than the earth. And Malcolm X exposed this before he died. He literally exposed how the CIA has documents where we're labeled as metaphysical, chaos, extraterrestrial beings. CCI said metaphysical, extraterrestrial, chaos beings. And that we've been here longer than the earth. And that we have ghost genetics. Young Pharaoh exposed the same shit too. And he got MK Ultra'd. And Malcolm X got on the live for that and for exposing a lot more shit. Right? For tapping into the cursed consciousness, the Christ consciousness, because they tapped into that, right? So, Look, so everything manifested to the mitochondrial Eve gene through the black woman 200,000 years ago through a black woman. That's what they say, but it's 9 billion years. CIA documents prove this, right? So it manifests through the mitochondrial Eve gene, where the dark matter manifested from the 9 ethers, from the spirit realm, from the 33 dimensions, from the 9th realm, and we fell into the 3rd physical matter and manifested into the 666, the Saturn, Satan, Father, Carbon, Saturn, Satan, Father, Time, cube, the physical matter, the 666. That's why if you add up time, 60 seconds, 60 minutes, 2 plus 4 is 6, it's 666. It's Saturn, Satan, Father, Time. And when you add up the clock across the side of the time, it equals 13. It literally equals 13. When you look at the numbers from the side and add them up, it equals 13, all of them, right? So it's literally telling you how Saturn, Satan, Father, Time, and the 13 bloodlines run this world. And the 13 bloodlines are the 13 30-degree Freemasonry bitches, nigga. That's who they are, right? And that's what they say on religion. Now the 12 tribes of Israel and Christ is Jesus, but that's a lie. It's also Satan and his human beings, his white people creation. The bloodlines, the 12 bloodlines, the reptilians and all them. The fallen Anunnaki, half reptilian beings. That's who they are, right? That's Satan, Father Time. And it's Saturn, and that's why Saturn is the 6th planet away from the sun. And Saturn, Satan, Father Time is 666. And when you fold up the cube, it equals at 666, and that's physical matter for you. And religion is reliance of legions of the Vatican that's ran by the Greeks, the Romans, and the European, Spaniard, Caucasian, Jewish elites. That's who runs it, right? And I'm telling you that because they're trying to box you into the physical realm, into physical matter. That's why they make you worship an external physical being instead of you realizing that God in Christ is within you in spirit and in mind. In Christ, Tupac, Bob Marley, and Malcolm, and all these people all said that it's within you. Buddha said the same thing. God's within you, not outside. But they took these stories and they manipulated it because Satan runs the physical matter. And he's going to manipulate everything to try to have matter over mind instead of mind over matter. But you must have discernment because it's a spiritual war, an electrical frequency spiritual war, right? But to get back on topic, that's why everything... Hold up. So we fell into the 3rd physical dimension where we manifested into matter, right? And we fell into our ego, into our evil. That's why if you add a D to evil, it's devil, because it's the physical realm. It's the unawareness that you are spirit and mental before matter. You believe that you are matter, that you are this vessel, that you are this flesh, and you are this physical body. So you become ego, you become a devil, evil. Add a D to evil, it's devil. And you are all physical and you're unaware. And Satan feeds off your unawareness and manipulates you through the physical flesh and through your spirit, your mental, and your physical, through everything, through foods, drugs, TV, television, tell lies to your vision, TV programming, changing your channel, remote, change your channel to program your tell lies to your vision, to change the channel, to program the channel. That's why it's channel programming. You change the channel of the energy that you are programming to your tell lies to your vision. It's the unaware version of you. It's MK Ultra, mind control. That's what mind control is. It's Satan and them mind controlling you through religion, drugs, and all these things. And that's what they used Charles Manson as a puppet to see how they can brainwash people using religion, drugs, and music. And it works. And a lot of people still do it to this day. And America does that. America is literally running a cult through their music, through their food, through their drugs, through their consumerism, through socialism, capitalism, misogyny. All that goes hand in hand together. It's all a cult. So... yeah, all that to say that's the physical matter. In Christ, cursed consciousness is the light and it's the spirit. Damn, I can't even read what that says. It's the spirit and it's awareness. So it's the spirit, it's awareness, it's light, it's frequency, it's vibration, it's ethers, electricity, spirit, matter. Mind over matter. It's mind and spirit. It's frequency, it's electricity, it's light. That's why the highest vibration is light. And even light is faster than time. That's why you're able to time travel once you go to past the highest vibration. And time travel is you quantum shifting, quantum leaping, because time isn't linear. Time is not linear, my people. Time is multidimensional. You're able to shift through many dimensions and many different realities all at once right now. So time isn't linear. The past, the future, and all these different timelines of you different things all exist right now. And when you heal in the present moment and focus on yourself within the present moment, you heal all timelines and you transcend time. So I'm saying that all to say that the highest vibration is light. That's why the faster something vibrates, the hotter it gets. It gets hotter. It gets hotter the more it vibrates. And that's why the hottest vibration is light. That's why when you see that light, and we are light too as well. We're electrical magnetic beings. We are the dark matter energy that manifests the light, because this light exists because there's darkness, right? But that light literally, what was I saying? That light is hot. Why do you think it is that when you touch a light bulb or something, it's super hot? Or the sun, it's the hottest thing, right? And you know that the sun gives off 99% of matter through the whole universe? So that's to tell you that the electrical magnetism gives off light. And nothing exists until we observe it. The sun doesn't exist until it observes us. And the sun doesn't exist until we observe it. So it's the spiritual mental projection that both is, it's an inner working, it's interconnected. But nothing exists until you observe it. And atoms shift when you observe it. They're not like, basically they're not solid. They shift once you project it and observe it based on your frequency and awareness and vibration you are at. And I'm explaining that all to you through this whole video of the electrical magnetism, the science, the esoterics, the quantum physics, CIA documents, projection, hologram, all this shit, bro. Astral projection and subconscious rewiring, reprogramming, and breaking down the esoterics and quantum physics and 33-degree Freemason knowledge. That's why Christ out of 33, Freemason degrees 33, and we have 33 vertebrae in our spine, and there's a 33rd parallel on this planet. And let's go back into it, right? So I broke all that down, right? So look, we fell from spirit into ego, into the devil, into our flesh. And we fell from this spirit mental 33 dimensions when they broke down all our pyramids, and they broke down all our trees that now we have as tree stumps. And we fell into the third physical dimension. And how that happened? Satan is Jesus, Zeus, Jakub, Jacob, Prometheus. He hides in many different names because he's a bitch and he's manipulative and he wants to have control over us so we don't tap back into nature and who we are and take back our planet. He wants to have control and ego and power, right? So Satan, a long time ago, which is a half carbonated, half reptilian nigga, betrayed us and had a lot of our people betray us too. The Moors, they were under a spell with human beings and Satan that they knocked down our pyramids and they infiltrated us and betrayed us. So it wasn't white people that colonized us. Don't give them that much fucking credit. They were pawns used by Satan and these fallen Anunnaki gods and goddesses that are now we call black and Latinos, right? And we fell from spirit into ego. And everything in this universe as an electromagnetic field, right? And the spiritual means when people say spirituality, quantum physics, metaphysics, even the definition of spirituality is the underlying surface, is the unknown, unseen realm. It just means the unseen realm, the underlying surface of energy. Spirituality, quantum physics, metaphysics, esoterics, occult knowledge, energy, electricity, ethers. It's all the same shit. It's all the underlying surface of physical reality. It's all different labels for it, right? And look, that's why the Freemasons used the number 33. And look, they took our symbol and they demonized and turned it into Saturn, Satan, Father Time. That's why when you fold up the cross, it's the 666. Because they took the divine source, the divine cross, and turned it into demonic satanic energy to go against the high level of spirituality. Because that's what cursed means, Christ. It means high level spirituality. And the source, which is the divinity, they took that and they reversed it and they made this life symbol because this represents life. And they made it into the death symbol and masculine because this feminine and masculine, which is the balance of life and spirituality. And then they turned it into a man. This is a man, and they turned it into the top part as a man cross. And if you fold up the cross, it becomes 666, Saturn, Satan, Father Time. And that's why you worship Jesus, Jesus, Jakub, Satan, Father Time, all these religions, reliance allegiance of the Vatican, and God represents God, government ordinance department. Their external God, that's what it represents because you're becoming dependent on God outside of you, which is the government, which is all ran by Satan, right? And he took this cross and he demonized it and he turned this life symbol into death and masculinity because this is life and masculinity and femininity, but he turned it into death and they made it an altar and they made it and they made it a masculine symbol. That's why in all religions they worship masculinity, men, masculinity. All prophets are men. Women cannot be preachers. And that's why they promote misogyny and capitalism in religions. Have been here for 6,000 years since these bitches landed here. And all they've done is created capitalistic misogyny systems and man-made systems since they got here. With Satan, Father Time, because Satan is a man. And he is against the divine and the source, which comes from feminine energy and the balance of masculine and femininity. He wants everything to be masculinity, all gay, all trans, all anti-life. He's anti-Christ, he's anti-spiritual, he's anti-life. He wants everything to be artificial, to be fake food, fake people, fake energy. He wants everything to be artificial. He resists natural divinity, natural source. He wants a fake, capitalistic, systematic, artificial, controlled ego reality. Artificial intelligence, this whole system, jobs, artificial, cities, electricities, it's all his shit. It's always a Ouija board. It's always game of resisting God on earth and him resisting his own awareness of him being God. He's against God. He's against his own divinity and his own nature. He just wants ego, pleasure, worship. And that's why all religions is about that. It's about narcissism, control, fear, and you feel me? But I'm going to go get into all that later. To get back on topic, though, that's why the Freemasons use the number 33, because Christ died at 33, because we fell from 33 dimensions, and Christ and the fallen angels about the story of how we fell from electrical magnetism beings, from spirit, from light, from the hue, from the light electrical magnetism into matter, right? We fell into the third physical dimension, and they worship and praise that we fell from our Christ consciousness, our cursed consciousness, which is our crown chakra, our head, our heaven, and we fell into, and we're Christ and the fallen angels that fell into the third dimension, into physical matter, where we landed in we were in our head, our heaven, into 33 dimensions of Christ, and we got crucified, and we fell from light, from Christ, into the third dimension, into our heels, into hell. The fallen angels is the fallen angels, which is us. We're the fallen light beings. The fallen angels, the fallen angels, the fallen light beings that fell into the third physical dimension, into physical matter, which now you see 0.35% of it. And we manifested the fourth phase of matter, the 5 elements, the 5 senses, and the 7 deadly sins, and the 7 chakras, right? And that's why we have 33 vertebrae in our spine. We are on the 33rd parallel of Anunnaki, which is the 33rd earth vein of electricity. And all these systems are using Mother Earth's electrical magnetism to create this artificial world that mimics our natural electricity, our natural ether. And this electricity, you can look it up for yourself right now. This electricity destroys your electrical magnetism field, and the radiation of it harnesses it, and it finesses it basically. And I dropped a video a while ago about the human body frequency of the iPhone, of how basically I dropped a video called how the iPhone is an Ouija board, right? Or something like that. Look at it. You'll see the cover is an iPhone. And I dropped the human body frequency on how they harness our energy, and they use our melanin and because your melanin's an antenna. They use our melanin, and they use our crystals, our pineal gland, our crystal, even the crystals. My nigga Elijah just called me, which he might join the live and still expose this shit. Which the crystals that they use in the melanin, it all comes from us. The technology, it all comes from us. And literally that human body frequency, I dropped the human body frequency that you can look up. And if you look it up, it'll tell you that the human body frequency is our frequency. And all the technologies are harnessing that energy. And all technologies are literally made out of our melanin and out of our crystals. That's why they call it the black market, because they're selling black people there for technology, for organ harvesting, and it's $1 billion company ran by Blackguard and Vanguard, which is the same people that run hospitals and fast foods. And if they're interconnected, it's selling you our own humans that are selling us white people through fast foods to make us be more in our caveman genetics, and they're harvesting and selling our people through the black market to make technologies, to make tanks, guns, vests, armor, iPhones, phones. All these technologies, it's all made out of us, right? Our carbon or melanin. That's why when your gun jams, they say it's carbon built up, because it's made out of us. And that's why they call it the black market, because they're selling black people there, black and brown people, right? And I'm saying that all to say, damn, I got off track with that. Yeah, so all these technologies literally mimic us. And there's a human body frequency that I literally dropped on a video, like I said, that literally harnesses our ether. And this electricity is literally like a projection of them harnessing our ether. And that's why they use the all-seeing eye symbol, because they're saying that they're using our third eye to create this world, and they're watching us. They're watching the gods and goddesses that they're manipulating, creating the circus. You feel me? They're using us and manipulating, pulling the strings through our own spirits in our mental realm, the 99%, to create this physical illusion. And they're anti-one. They're anti the oneness of all of us. They're against all of us, and they're playing this game of anti-Christ consciousness of going against us. And they've thrown it at our faces our whole life. It's been in our faces the whole time, because we've been blind through the physical realm the whole time, that they've put it in our face the whole time, unaware of the spiritual and mental realm through these movies. Because the CIA runs the Hollywood and runs all these movies, and all these movies show you the truth about everything that I'm telling you, literally. But to get back on topic, though, that's why Christ out of 33, the Freemasons use the number 33, and there's 33 parallel that we're sitting on right now, which is the electricity and the electrical magnetism of Mother Earth, which they harness and finesse to create this artificial system that we now call electricities, cities, states, artificial systems, jobs, lights, electricity, everything that has to do with phones, all this technology, we could have had all this shit with our own ethers and better, way, way better technology. But now instead, they use that to harness our energy and put radiation to lower our frequency and vibration and mind control us, which that's MK Ultra. And everything they use is a frequency and vibration attack. Physically, spiritually, mentally, musically, knowledgeably, algorithmically, and TikTok and Instagram, and even the food you eat, everything is a physical and spiritual, mental, quantum metaphysical attack. They put parasites and demons in your food. Literally, like your tumors and your bad cells, that's your demons. All your parasites that's in your body, that's your demons, and they're all controlling you. All these anxiety and stress and all that comes from all these parasites that are in you that they feed you through the food. And BOB exposed that. BOB dropped it on a microscope. How there's literally like demons inside the microscope. I dropped a whole video about that. So see that for yourself on my Instagram. And BOB admitted that, that he has memories of him being cloned and being washed, like his memory being cleaned and washed. And he said that happens to a lot of celebrities and they might not be aware of it. And same with a lot of people. And even Ariana Grande said that in the live. She said they wiped my memory. They washed my memory. And B.O.B. said that he has memories of him being in a cloning facility and that Trump told him that and he remembers his memory being washed. But he was not sure if he's a clone or not. And he said that you might not even know if you're a clone or not. Because they do that to you. And the thing is, bro, like, they're still doing that to this day, and they've always been doing it. That's why the MK Ultra program started to learn how to mind control people. And the CIA was literally transferring your consciousness to other bodies to program you to be an assassin, and they would put that consciousness right back in your body and wash your memory and make you forget who you are. And that's where all these celebrities or these people come from, these random killers, these random celebrities, these random popping rappers that come out of nowhere. And they're just naturally talented, or they're just naturally like a killer or something. And people don't know how. It's because MK Ultra. And they don't even know it. So you might be, bro, you could be a CIA agent. You could be a clone whether you are aware of it or not. That's the thing about it. You could be one whether you are aware of it or not. If you're a drug dealing, killing, like they showed in, they cloned Tyrone. They cloned Tyrone, they cloned him, and they transferred his consciousness back to him, but they wiped his memory, and he became a regular drug dealer. When just a minute ago, he had found out that they had a clone of him, and that, like, you feel me? That's the same shit what they do with these celebrities. That's why Jamie Foxx showed us that, fam. And the movie Get Out, Us, it's literally the same shit, bro. It's literally them exposing. Look, when you look at the movie Get Out, Us, Nope, look at all these movies and what they're about. They're all about what I'm talking about right now. Isn't that crazy? And look, it's saying Get Out, US, Nope. They're saying you can't get out of US, Nope. And those movies are warning you basically what they're doing, bro. That it's a cult and that they're literally, like it's a circus and they run the show, bro. They clone motherfuckers. They mind control motherfuckers. And there's extraterrestrial beings that are here that run the world. Reptilians, Pleiadians, Anunnakis, and we are Anunnaki gods and goddesses. We run this world, but they finessed us to project. Man, watch Men in Black. Men in Black, they showed you everything too about what's going on. And literally, that's the CIA. If you want to know a movie about what the CIA is, it's Men in Black. And the CIA drops the CIA runs Hollywood and all these movies. And the reason why they drop it in your face is because there's disclosed information. And they put it in your face, so when you watch it, you're like, nah, it's just a movie, G, it can't be real. The truth is the best place hidden in plain sight. Because I'm telling you all the facts right now, and you're just not gonna believe it because it's in your face. You feel me? And that's how they think. It's a spiritual game, bro. They put it all in your physical because you're unaware of the spiritual mental realm. Because you can only see 0.35% of it, right? So everything is frequency and vibration before physical, right? Yup. And Earth's heart, and when you rearrange the word Earth, it's heart. And it's the magnetic field in it. Alright, so everything is frequency and vibration before physical fell into 3D, right? And Earth equals heart magnetic field, which when you arrange the word Earth, it's heart, and that's why we have an electromagnetic field, and we're interconnected with the planet, the universe, and everything. You don't escape the matrix, you manipulate the matrix, and this whole video is literally about that, how to shift, transcend timelines, realities, quantum shift, quantum leap. This is the 369 manifestation code exposed to y'all. Literally, this is the information that Nikola Tesla stole and didn't want to tell y'all, bro, because it came from Black and Latino people. You feel me? And he stole his information from us. He didn't invent electricity. It came from us. He told you. If you want to know the secrets of the universe, think of frequency and vibration. Think of the numbers 369. That's why I put right here 369 exposed. Because I'm exposing you the 33 dimensions, and I'm exposing you the 666 and the 6 ethers and the 9 ethers, and how everything came from the 369. Literally, bro, everything came from 9 ethers, and everything fell, and there's 33 dimensions, 9 realms, 9 universes, and there's 999 galaxies, 999 planets. It's all facts, bro. And every universe, and this is all real shit, nigga. CIA information that you can look at yourself and see for yourself. All these, and look, bro, and I'm doing y'all motherfucking favor right now when I'm putting this information to y'all, because this CIA information, they have it in tiny little ass letters and in like thousands of pages, so you don't go read it or do research it yourself. And I stood there and researched CIA documents for 6 months, and for a while it fucked me up and I didn't want to believe it. But after I researched all religions, I researched all science, all esoterics, all quantum physics, and it's all connected. Once I found the God spirit within me, the 144,000 frequency, which equals 9, and I realized I'm a 9-ether being, and Yeshua is me, I am God, because Yeshua means I am, and y'all are gods and goddesses. That's when I became aware of all this shit, bro, because everything's interconnected. Everything's interconnected. Everything is interconnected. I'm not going to keep repeating myself. Everything's interconnected, and I'm literally showing you how everything's interconnected, and I'm going to keep showing you. I still have a lot to break down. I'm not even halfway through at all. I still got a lot, though. And hey, look, so I broke all that down, right, about how we fell from spirit into physical matter, right? Before we get anywhere else, look, we are light beings that fell into 3D, right? And the government equals govern the mental, govern the mentality. And we fell from our head or heaven into our heels, into hell, into our ego, into our flesh, right? And they try to control the Satan and the devil tries to control our minds to make him be like him, to be low vibrational, unaware, and to be being an agent and being a weirdo and being a bitch by either doing drugs, drug dealing, taking other people's lives, being a liar, a clout chaser, being manipulative, being capitalistic, being egotistic. You feel me? He controls the mental. It's all that. This whole system is made to control you, to manipulate you to be into capitalism and all this bullshit, right? And look, Black and Latino people equals curse, which is Christ, high level spirituality. How do I know that Black and Latino people are Christ? Christ was black. Buddha was black. Malcolm X was black. Michael Jackson was black. Tupac was black. Any divine being that you can name, all black. They were all black. Enough said. They were all black. Everybody, all this information that all these religions and all these people get their information from, and all these people that get all their genetics from, who does it come from? Black people. All sciences, all genetics, all esoterics, all cultures, all traditions come from black people. It's that simple. It's that simple. It all came from black people. Facts, nigga. Don't argue the cosmic facts, nigga. Know who the fuck you are before you come to me and talk to me, boy. Because I know who the fuck I am, and I know y'all know who the fuck y'all are too, for those that are in here. And if you don't know, you better know, nigga, because you are God. And if you are unaware, you're going to project the devil reality, being unaware, and he's going to have control over your mind. Because he's matter over mind, and we're about mind over matter. The reason why he's matter over mind is because, look, when you reverse the 5 elements, it becomes matter over mind. But the 5 elements means mind over matter. It means mind over the 5 elements, but he wants to have the 5 elements over you. So he uses mind control, and he uses everything around you to poison you, to drug you mentally, spiritually, physically, through music, food, frequencies, vibrations, people, spirits, circumstances, energy, to try to throw you off and make you think that you're this human that's a victim to reality when you are the co-creator. But the moment he lets you manipulate you in that way, or you let yourself let him, because bro, the thing is, he doesn't manipulate you. You manipulate yourself. And the moment you're unaware and you manipulate yourself, that's when you project this reality of all this bullshit and all these things that you're stuck in. These cycle loops, these drug addictions, these weird addictions, these, bro, when you're on the line with the 7 chakras, which is the 7 deadly sins, that's when you're going to project the wrong reality. You are the co-creator. Everything that you create is on you. It's a reflection of you. Facts. And I've seen that for myself, bro. And I've been through the worst of hell, through the worst of things, traumas and everything, and I'll say it's my fault. And it's crazy because some of those things were not even my fault, but that's the way I see it, because my spirit and my mental led me to those situations and those circumstances, being unaware. But now that I'm aware, I know better. So it's my fault. It's my responsibility. And that's the only way that you can transcend this realm and be in your God state, if you look at life that way. If not, you will always be a victim to reality. Because the thing is, a lot of people are victim to things that they can't control. And once you realize that it's out of your control, to detach and let go and trust, and realize that this life is death and that the real death is life, that's when everything goes away. The fear goes away, because fear is false evidence of being real. Why are you afraid of death when death is an illusion? This is the illusion. This is death. You're suffering and you're here right now until your body passes on, but that's an illusion too. You feel me? Because dying isn't suffering. I don't look at it like that anymore. I used to think that dying and having illness and disease was suffering and all this, but it's not, bro. It's you transcending. It's you, how can I say this? Like, it's not suffering, bro. It's all how you look at things. Like, it's just natural. Like, we all have to die. We all are born. We all die. You know what I'm saying? We're all bound to these. We're not bound to the physical limitations of reality, but to a certain extent, we're in the physical realm, and it's an illusion. It's an illusion, and you got to realize that. And once you face that it's an illusion, and this is the real death, and the afterlife is the real life, that's when you start embodying that God, Christ consciousness that you naturally already have, that's already within you. And right now we're going through cursed crystals consciousness. When you look at crystals, it basically is the same shit that butterflies are going through. They're literally resurrecting and dying the same way that we are right now, just like Christ. The story of Christ is the story about you and you being reborn and being reborn into the fallen angel story. The story about the fallen angels and you rising into Christ again is the story about how you fell into your hell, into devil, and you're rising back and being reborn again into your spirit, into God. And that's what butterflies go through. Butterflies, they are caterpillars that enter a cocoon, meaning you are the spirit that enters the body, right? And you know that the caterpillar dies in the cocoon, meaning you die in the body, right? And once you die, you're reborn again, right? And when you die, like the butterfly, you are reborn into your new form, into your higher form, into your higher vibration. You transcend and you're not bound down to the 3D realm, into the physical realm no more. You're able to take flight and not be bound by the 5 senses and by the 5 elements anymore. You feel me? You transcend past that. So, you are the crystals. You are the butterfly being reborn and redying again, being rebirthed. You are the Christ. You are the crystals. You are the light. You are the dark matter energy, the source, the spirit that's being reborn and dying over and over again. You are the light falling again. You are basically, the real light is darkness. And the real light, like I said, this life is death. And the real life, the darkness, is the light. And we are being reborn and recycled over and over again. And that's the cycle of reincarnation, of being rebirth and death. And reincarnation is spiritual, mental, and physical. It's not just a physical thing. You're being reborn all the time, spiritually, mentally, physically, all the time, over and over again. And the physical death is just the ultimate form of evolution and transcendence, that you completed your soul contract here, or you fulfilled the purpose here, or your time was up if you didn't fulfill it. Because if you didn't fulfill it, you're gonna pass, be reborn, go through that karma again and everything, and learn and evolve. We're on our own soul path, right? And hell is reincarnation. So if you're a serial unaliver, if you're a weirdo or a rapist or whatever this shit is, all this bullshit, you're gonna either go to the Hades realm, or you're going to be reborn again and go through all the same things that you put people through, right? So, we are the light that fell into physical matter. We are the darkness, which, like I said, the darkness is the real light, right? We are the dark matter energy, the spirits that fell into we are the light that fell into physical matter, into death, right? Into life, what this life is, it's death. We are the spiritual light beings, the angelic beings that fell into physical matter, into our ego, into our devil, into our evil, right? We fell into that and we manifested into the 4 phases of matter. And this is what this reality is. It's low vibration. Low vibration. It's 4 phases of matter is low vibration that turns into physical matter. And the reason why everything you see around you, hold up, my phone was charging. That's why I had to put it all the way back there. But the reason why everything you see around you appears as solid and as still and stagnant is because everything is vibrating so low into the 3rd physical matter. And this avatar these 2 eyes can only see that. You can experience more than that with this, the spirit and the mental, right? You can experience energy, and you can see electrical, magnetic energy, you can see spirits, you can feel frequencies, and you can transcend past this physical realm. You actually see past this physical realm, right? But the reason why these 2 eyes can only see everything as solid and stagnant and still is because everything is vibrating so low, and this physical matter is at the 3rd physical dense dimension where everything appears as dense. But if you take a microscope, you'll see that everything is actually frequency and vibration moving around you. You just can't observe it because you're vibrating low. You can't see it. But that's why certain animals and certain plants can see more of the light spectrum. Our senses can only observe 0.35% with these 2 eyes, right? But other animals can observe more in the light spectrum or can observe less. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's all about your vibration. And we have a human body frequency. I already dropped the human body frequency on my past video, and many other what's it called? I already dropped the human body frequency there. And everything has a frequency. Every animal, every insect, and every planet has a frequency. The earth has a frequency. Dogs can even smell the frequency of the earth. And then when they take a shit, they're not shitting when they're smelling to shit, they're not smelling other dogs or other places people been at or dirty spots. They're actually smelling the frequency of the earth. And they're shitting at certain spots that they're attracted to, that the frequency of the earth pulls them to. It's crazy. Look that up. It's a fact. And I'll just say that, look, bees have the same frequency as the earth. A lot of other beings have different frequencies that are more in tune, that can experience more of the electrical magnetic field, the ultraviolet, the sun. They can experience more of the 99% spiritual mental, which is the 99% of reality comes from the sun. 99% of matter comes from the sun. And the more that you're able to perceive matter is the more that your senses are able to project it and pick that up. It all depends on your frequency of your avatar, which human bodies have different frequency than insects, animals, and the planet. But it's all interconnected, but it's all different frequencies. It's the same radio station, but tuned into different frequencies. Right? And if you want to know more about that, about how your mind is a universal mental projection in a radio station, and you're able to channel and create a different frequency to channel different beings or different versions of you, I already have videos of me exposing all that and breaking it all down specifically for that. So go check that out whenever you got time, if you want to learn how to manipulate reality and make it work in your favor, right? And all right, so I broke all that down. So that's why you must have mind over matter, people. That's why you must have mind over matter. And you are gods and goddesses that manifest into the physical realm. You are spiritual beings that fell into the third physical dimension from 33 dimensions. You are the Christ that died at 33. That fell from 33 dimensions, because you didn't die, you just fell from 33 dimensions. You spiritually died. You spiritually became unaware and fell into the third dimension. That's why the Freemasons used the number 33. Christ died at 33, and there's a 33rd parallel, which is 33rd Earth's vein here on the planet. In this whole system of artificial intelligence, electricities, and cities are all harnessing the 33rd parallel vein. Look it up. The government, literally the government, the CIA tells you that they harness the energy of Mother Earth's vein, which is her electricity, her veins, her magnetism, her radiation. Just like the sun has an electromagnetic field, so does the earth. They harness that shit to create this illusional world. They use our third eye and our technology and our electrical magnetism, our bodies, and the earth's magnetism to create their world for ego, control, and resistance, because they're just resisting nature. They don't want to be interconnected with the planet and themselves and the magnetism and the natural intelligence and the natural energy that's here. They want to create a fake synthetic ether energy that's mimicking our ether to create this artificial world, material world. You feel me? So remember who you are, man, Anunnaki gods and goddesses. You are the indigo children. You are indigenous to this planet. You are the gods and goddesses of this planet. Once you know it, and you move like it, everything will start working in your favor, and everything will shift in your favor. And with great power comes great responsibility, and you're going to be able to manipulate reality, and reality will work in your favor. The God frequency, Christ consciousness frequency is going to work in your favor, and you're going to manifest everything that you see, all these divine beings manifest, you will manifest that too. But yeah, it does come with a price. It does come with a price, and everyone that's walked that blueprint, those steps, they know what that price is, and I'm going to name all those people. Christ, Buddha, Tupac, Michael Jackson, Rashad Jamal, all these people, right, that walked the Christ form, the Christ walk. Dr. York, the Christ consciousness, because Christ is not a person, it's a consciousness. Black and Latino people, that's what it means, high level spirituality. Everyone that has ever been a divine being all went through some type of crucifixion, through some type of suffering, because that's what it came with, that walk of path and that walk. But look at everything that they had too. But all these, the reason, look, because there's a lot of divine beings, divine leaders that didn't get crucified, that move smart too. But all these people that did though, they all, if you observe them, they all messed up someone in their journey. And that's not to talk down on them, that's just to be observant and be real. You know what I'm saying? But all these beings, they all, like, something led them to their downfall, for them getting crucified, right? they messed up in some way. Their own footsteps was used against them because it's a militant spiritual game, right? But all these spiritual beings, though they had a lot of adversity, they still had a lot of natural wealth, not this materialistic bullshit wealth. Because yeah, they had a lot of material things, but that's not what wealth is, and a lot of people think confused after that. And if you're on this path for that, unfollow me, fuck off my page. This page is not for you, because fuck the material realm, fuck the 3D realm. This is about you tapping into your natural wealth, your health, your wealth, your purpose, and letting everything align to you. It's not about becoming this person to attract this woman, attract this money, attract this job. If you're here for that, you're on the wrong page, buddy. Go find someone else who's gonna brainwash you with bullshit, because I'm not here for that. I'm here to enlighten you and wake you up. So if you're here for that and you don't want to be part of that programming, come here. Because I'm here to show you how to tap into your higher self, your purposeful self, your higher consciousness, your Christ consciousness, your heaven within you, and be one with yourself and have everything align and work for you in your favor and naturally get everything that's meant for you. Meaning, I'm going to literally quantum jump you to your best God version of yourself, where you're tapped into all your gifts, all your abilities, and your natural wealth. You live in your best reality. Which, whatever that is, that could be you traveling the world, living your purposeful life, locked in your career all the time, doing what you're passionate of, changing the world, healing people, spiritually, mentally, herbalistically, whatever. It could be whatever you want, whatever makes you happy, whatever gets a calling for you. I can't tell you what that is, only you can. But I'm here to remind you of your power, so you can tune into that version of yourself, into that energy, because all these versions of yourself exist in the quantum realm. You just got to channel that energy and be that version of you and pick up those feelings and that vibration of that person and that identity. How you walk, how you talk, how you feel, how you see, how you are, how you're being, and what you subconsciously feel, you'll become that. You are a being. You are an adaptive being. You are a chaos being. You are a HUEMAN being. You are a light manifestation being. It all starts within you. Remember who you are. I'm finna call my nigga Elijah, because he did FaceTime me and I want him to come on here so he can expose his information after too. Because he FaceTimed me but I didn't answer because I'm on live. And his ass should have been seen me on live and try to join, because he knows I texted him that I'm on live and I'm going live literally without him. So I don't know why he didn't join. I literally texted him that and he called me like, bro, you know I'm on live, bro. Join my live, bro. We literally plan to go live together. Where you at, my G? Where you at? Literally, I'm literally telepathically telling this nigga, where are you, nigga? Where are you, nigga? Not answering. Like, come on, I wanted my boy to be on this live, but I guess he just gonna miss out. He's not answering again, right? This live is gonna be posted up and it's going on my YouTube channel too. Share this live to someone that needs this information that'll change your life. Don't be selfish. Share this live, change this life, or don't. It doesn't matter to me if you do or don't. I don't care about the likes or the numbers or none of that. I'm just telling you that to genuinely tell you to help your people out, because that will help them. Like, bro, I'm helping you help them to help you help them, help you help them to help each other, to help us, to help all of us as a whole, as a collective. Like, come on, bro, let's get it together. Let's get our shit together. Come on. It's not about the numbers, not about the likes, not about social media. Everything that I preach and tell y'all, I be living that shit for real all the time. All the time, nigga. Like, my actions back it up. My actions back up everything I'll be fucking saying. And everything I teach, I have evidence and source and proof. And after I break down this whole lecture of this whiteboard, I'm still going to go to my TV and show you all the sources and all the evidence and show you with my camera everything that I broke down and talked about. Nigga, so I ain't playing, nigga. Quick, keep thinking I'm playing, nigga. You playing, nigga. You playing while I'm quantum jumping and quantum leaping, nigga. While I'm out here being, naturally manifesting everything that's me, nigga. All my abundance, all my wealth, my natural indigenous right, my sovereignty, nigga. I'm manifesting everything that belongs to me, because everything that's out there, it's an illusion. It's already mine. It's already mine. I already have it. And nothing outside of me will ever fulfill me. And y'all need to feel the same way, because I'm already fulfilled. I'm already one. There's not a person, a thing, an object, or nothing outside of me that I desire. I don't desire nothing. I don't desire no amount of money. I don't desire no car. I don't desire no women. I don't desire nothing. All I desire is being the best version of myself, and healing the world, and helping each other, and whatever that naturally does, it'll come to me. I'm not worried about what it does, or the outcomes, or the effects, or the illusion of effect, or the illusion of the physical realm. I don't give a fuck about none of that. It's so internal for me. I'm doing this to ascend myself past this realm. And whoever wants to learn and tag along the blueprint, that's on you. I'm not here to be Jesus. I'm not here to save your smoofy ass. I'm not here to be Mr. Prince Charming. I'm not here to be that, nigga. I'm here to be the same motherfucking person that has came over here over and over and over again to remind you of the same motherfucking thing. You are God. You are heaven. Heaven is within you. Heaven and hell is within you. You are God. You are indigenous. You are indigo. You are sovereign. You are Anunnaki and indigenous to this planet. Heaven and hell is within you, and God and the devil is within you. You are God and you are heaven. Remember who you are. Remember this your motherfucking planet, and you created this motherfucker. And you created the universe and everything in it. And everything came from the black woman. Everything from this physical realm projected from a black woman, and even all life forms of physical forms, organisms, came from black women. And there's associated documents. And all religions, all quantum physics, all metaphysics, all esoterics, all psychology, all goes back to that. That's how you heal psychologically. If you want to know how to rewire your brain and rewire your subconscious mind and manipulate reality in your favor, that's how, nigga. That's literally how. And I'm breaking it all down in one live, and I'm not even done yet with this lecture, nigga. I'm still not done yet. I'm not even halfway through yet. I thought I was halfway through earlier. I'm not. Nowhere near close. This nigga needs to join. But look. So we fell. Alright, let me see. Hold up before I even break this down. Alright, so this part right here, I'm going to break down how God and the devil is within you. And I'm going to keep breaking down the 33 dimensions. And what this physical realm is. And religions and all this. And then after that, we're going to get into everything, right? But let's just get into it. So we're the fallen Christ. We are Christ. We fell from our angles, from our highest vibration, the most highest vibration. We fell from 33 dimension to the third physical dimension. We are the fallen angels of Christ that fell into our heels, our hell, into our ego, our devil, right? Because add a D to evil is devil, which is the ego. And we fell into the 666 physical matter, carbon physical, which if you add up time, 60 seconds, 60 minutes, 2 plus 4, 24 hours equals 6, 666. It's the 666 carbon physical. And that's why when you fold up the Jesus cross, it becomes 6 sides. And the physical cube is 6 sides. So it's Saturn, Satan, Father Time. That's why Father Time is 666. And all religions worship a man in Father Time. And it's Zeus, Jesus, Jakub, and Jacob. I put that down. Zeus, Jesus, Jakub, Jacob is all the story of the human creation that happened 6,000 years ago, which white people genetics traces back 6,000 years ago, religion traces back 6,000 years ago, and it's all stolen knowledge and science of the metaphysics and quantum physics of our people, of black and Latino people, that they stole of the atom and mitochondrial Eve gene, of how we manifest ourselves, and I showed that earlier in the live, how that came to be, and they took that story and the devil reversed it, and they demonized the snake and the woman, and how we all came from a woman and the kundalini energy, and how we fell, and they demonized the kundalini energy, and they demonized the feminine energy, the source, the divinity, the spirit. They demonized that, and they turned it into a man, into a white man 6,000 years ago, which was Satan, which was Zeus, Jesus, Jakub, and Jacob. And these are all different names of different stories that's been broken down all the time, but it's the same story. All these stories, if you read them, it's the same story about the human creation, and it's all the story about this narcissistic, capitalistic, misogynistic God that y'all worship as Jesus, Zeus, Jesus, Jakub, and this God in the Bible, the three trinity of the Holy Spirit, the Father, the Holy Spirit, and Jesus, is all Satan, and different labels and different names that was stolen knowledge of 6,000 years ago from black people of the cursed consciousness, the KRST, the crystals, and from ancient spirituality and ancient esoterics and quantum physics. The 13 bloodlines, which are the 12 tribes of Israel, and Satan, which is Jesus, Jakub, Jacob, and this 12 tribes of Israel, which is really the 13 bloodline reptilians. They took this knowledge, the Freemasons, these white bitches that came from the Caucasus Mountains, came and took all this information and all these sciences from our metaphysical esoterics of our pyramids and our hieroglyphics, and they turned it into a scriptures for the reliance of legions, for their religions, for Satan, Father Satan time, and they reversed it. And Satan is Jesus, and the 13 bloodlines is the 13 tribes of Israel, which they now call the 12 tribes, which is a lie. It's the 13 bloodlines, it's the 13 Freemasons that run all religions, which religions means reliance of legions, which is ran by the Vatican, which is ran by the people, the same people that are the Catholics, the Hebrews, the Greeks, the Israelites, the Caucasian, Spaniard, European bitches, nigga, same people. Right? They're all ran by the Vatican, and they're ran by the elites, which are these people, which are the pussy elites. That's why I put the pussy elites, because they're pussies, nigga. The pussy elites, And that's what I gotta say to the pussy elites. Fuck you, pussy elites. Fuck your monitoring spirits you were sending to me earlier. Fuck you, CIA. And fuck you, algorithm. Fuck you, social media. Let's get it. Right? Which is the pussy elites, which the external gods equals government ordinance department. So when you worship any Jesus, Zeus, Yakub, Jacob, or any gods outside of you, you're worshiping Satan. And everybody that was a divine being preached against the Satan and this God outside of you. Christ told you that it's a high level of spirit. Cursed literally means high level spirituality. When you translate the word Christ, it translates to Christos in Greek, which means high level of spirituality. And when you translate crystals from ancient Kemet, it's cursed, which means high level spirituality. And Satan is antichrist. It's anti-spirit. It's all about matter. The devil wants physical matter and wants power over your spirit. But Christ, the spirit over the matter. And literally Christ said, you are all gods and God is within you in their own scriptures. And I'm going to show you the proof of that later. So literally, like even the real Christ, not this man-made Christ that they stole the knowledge from and they put it in their Bibles, never taught to worship him. He taught to go against all religions and to look at God within yourself and that God is within everyone and everything. He literally said, you are all gods and God is within you. These are all in their man-made scriptures that they left some real... Because Satan, he takes the truth and he mixes it in with lies. Because the 12 tribes of Israel and Jesus is Satan and the 13 bloodlines, right? And he took this knowledge from from the sun, which is Amen Ra. That's why they say Amen, because he took this truth and mixed it in with truth with some lies, right? Which Amen Ra was the sun. It wasn't a god outside of you. It was a sun being. It was a sun, right? It was a metaphysical symbol of the sun. And the 12 tribes is really the 12 zodiacs, the 12 constellations. Virgo Mary, Virgin Mary, you feel me? 12 constellations, 12 zodiacs, and then Amun Ra is the sun, and then Christ is the Son of God, and then they always have a depiction of Jesus behind the sun as a white man, but Jesus was not no white man, and Jesus was not no external savior. He was a man that he was a black and Latino person like me and you that tapped into God and reminded people that God is within them, and that's why they crucified him and killed him. Exactly how people don't believe me now and people want to crucify me, they did the same shit to Christ back then. And they do the same shit to all the leaders that speak the same shit. Pac, Michael Jackson, Rashad Jamal, Dr. York, and many, many other leaders. If you can name them, Malcolm X, they all taught the same shit. They all taught the exact same shit, and look at what happened. So who's bullshitting? Who lying? Either the people that's killing them is lying, or they lying, right? So yeah, Antichrist is low level awareness, and cursed is high level awareness, and that's why the five elements is a star, and the reverse star is the Satan star, which he's saying. And look, the nickname of Jesus and Satan is the morning star. And look, when you reverse the star of Satan, when you reverse the five elements, it becomes the star of Satan, which literally means matter over mind, and the five elements means mind over matter, spirit over matter, right? And all that to say, 99% of reality is dark matter, spirit, and life is 99%. That's why they made you feel the darkness and always made you go to the light, because it was Satan's spell. He comes to you as the light. He's a Luciferian light bearer. He light bears you to the real light, which the real light is the dark matter energy. He's a light bearer. He's the morning star. He comes to you as the light, as the way, as perfection. And he posed to you and fooled the whole world into making him think the devil never existed and into worshiping him, which is who? Zeus, Jesus, Yakub, Jacob. And Jesus and Satan's nickname is the morning star. And they come to you as the light and as the savior and as the way. And they fool you, manipulate you into worshiping them when God is within you. And life is 99% mental, and physical reality is 0.35% physical. So why would you worship and be delusional to a God outside of you that's physical when physical reality is an illusion? The 99% spiritual mental that's within you is the real Christ and the real God that's within you and within everything and everyone. It's interconnected with the whole planet. It's interconnected through all of our consciousness. And I literally proved that earlier in this lecture. And this lecture is going to be posted up on here and on my YouTube. Right? Hold up. Let me see. Did my nigga Red Bull join? He needs to join. My nigga Elijah needs to join. So yeah, I literally proved all that. And I'm still going to pull up the sources and the evidence of everything I'm talking about. So I just broke all that down. And look, before I go, I'm going to break all this down. There is 33 dimensions. right? And we're in the third dimension right now, but there is 33 dimensions that exist that you can access in the spirit and the mental realm. That's 99% in your consciousness within you. There is 33 dimensions, right? That Saturn was the six sides. That's what I was talking about. But the 33 dimensions and there is 33 dimensions. There is 9 realms, 9 universes, 9 ethers. And what does that mean, right? Because you might be like, what the fuck does all this mean? This means that all these things exist on the underlying surface of the physical realm of the electricity and dark matter. Electricity equals dark matter, which equals spirit, which equals the chi, the ki, the chi, the life force, which equals the light, which the real light is the darkness. And I showed the proof of that earlier and everything. I broke it all down to make a sense for y'all. I took my whole day making this whole whiteboard for y'all, bro. Literally, I was from 2, 3 in the afternoon all the way till 8. Make like literally coming, literally just the whiteboard alone. I took more hours bringing up all the pictures, all the sources, all the evidence from a bunch of valid ass sources and a bunch of proof of all this. And what mainly took a lot of hours doing all this was drawing that, 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 that. But I'm glad I did it because this shit fire than a bitch, my nigga. This shit fire than a bitch. I'm just really seeing to see if I broke everything down that y'all needed to see. So yeah, the God outside of you, government ordinance department. The God within you is the generator, operator, destroyer. The mental, spirit, physical realm. And that's the Trinity. The Trinity is the mind, body, and soul. That transcends the 5 elements and the 5 senses and the 7 deadly chakras and the 7 deadly sins. And I'm going to make another whiteboard lecture video about the 7 deadly sins and 7 chakras. I'm going to have to do that for the next lecture. And I'm going to, low-key, I'm going to make videos now from now on too, using my whiteboard as well. I'm going to make a YouTube video about this too. YouTube video. I'm going to post this as the YouTube video. I'm going to make a reel about this on Instagram and TikTok. I'm going to make a reel about this and simplify it for y'all and break it down in a way quicker way. But I wanted to do this live lecture for y'all to break it all down to interact with y'all so y'all can get a vibe of my energy. And so I can also interact with y'all and get vibes for y'all too. And after this live, I can bring y'all up here to answer questions and everything just like in class. So everyone that's been in class, tuned in this whole time, in this session this whole time, that's tuned in the back of the class, that wants to ask questions, that's been commenting this whole time that I haven't answered. There's going to be a time for that where I'm going to be answering questions and I can add people in my live and I can interact and do all that with y'all, man. Because I fuck with y'all and I love you and I do this for y'all, bro. I do this to tap into my purpose for me, to project that and to attract the ones on the same frequency as well. I'm not here. Like, bro, I don't care about, like, bro, if you think that I'm here for out, like, a lot of people, like, there's, I know a lot of people know that what I'm be doing is real shit, especially the ones that are tapped in, which I'm not aware about the ones that aren't. But I'm just gonna say this, right? Like, there's a lot of people in my comments, and I'm just saying that so y'all don't get like, so y'all don't get any wrong ideas of me, because a lot of people spit lies. There's gonna be a lot of CIA agents and a lot of bots, and which a lot of these people that act like bots are really CIA agents, and there's a whole source and a whole document from the CIA that they literally like. They made it a law in 2012 where they literally proved that where they control people and CIA agents can literally blend in as regular people to basically COINTELPRO, right? And pretty much what they doing is, yeah, they appear to you as bots and as people to try to persuade people off to make you think that you're crazy or you're a bullshitter, to basically propagandize you and put lies on you. And that's what they do to all these leaders. They did that to Tupac, they did that to Michael Jackson, they did that to Christ, they did that to Rashad, they did that to Dr. York. You feel me? They crucify you, they lie on you, and they try to lead people away and lead people astray and put lies on your name and make you think other than you, that you're demonic, you're evil, you're a cult leader, you're this, you're that. And you definitely got to be aware. There's some spiritual people here or some conscious leaders here that are actually on the side of that evil, that are actually on some cult shit, that are on some misleading shit, on some manipulating shit. So y'all be careful, bro. Be one with yourself and be aware. Don't worship no one. Don't trust no one. Don't look outside of yourself for answers, and don't ever rely on one person for messages or for videos. Always look within yourself. Everything they're saying, you already know it. It's already within you. And I'm here to remind you that, bro. Like literally, fam. There's no person outside of you that can save you, that you're supposed to worship, bro. They're all imperfect Every divine being, even Christ, Michael Jackson, Tupac, as divine as they weren't perfect, bro. They were black and Latino people like me and you that are also in this physical realm. So never worship anyone outside of you, fam. And that's not to put them down or to say anything, because I honor them. They're my ancestors and they took a very, very high vibrational spiritual path and they weren't perfect. No one is. I'm not perfect. I'm not saying that to judge. I'm just saying that to open your eyes and make yourself aware, my nigga. Christ is you. We are all Christ. You just need to be aware and start tapping into that version of yourself. But hey, my nigga, Elijah, join up so you could say your part and you're in too, because I'm not even done. I'm about to just pull up the pictures, my nigga, of all this proof of what I'm saying about my part, and then after that you can start talking about your part, my nigga, that we planned, my nigga. I want you to say your shit unless you got something going on or something. I understand, my brother, but I've been telling the people here, man. We want you here, man. Hey, my brother who just requested to join, I'm gonna add you in here after a minute. I'm finna pull up the proof and evidence of everything that I just broke down for the lecture. Because I promised y'all that's what I would do, so that's what I'm gonna do. Let's get it. I'm finna turn off my camera real quick. I'll be right back. I'm finna pull up the TV and everything. Only person you're supposed to worship is yourself, 100%. Worship yourself in the Most High, the Source, the planet, the God within you in spirit. You feel me? The Christ within you. Hey, Elijah, are you trying to join? Because it says you're unable to join. I don't know if you are. Text me, my brother, if you can. Or actually, before you join, Elijah, don't join yet. Don't join yet. Because I have to pull up the pictures and evidence. Or actually, you can join. I'm tripping. You can join. You can join. I'm tripping. I can still do that while you're in here. Because I'm just going to flip my camera. I don't got to pull up the pictures on my phone. You can join, my brother. Join, my nigga. Hey, 1 second, y'all. I'm pulling up my phone. I mean, my TV. I'm just about to screen share with my phone for all the evidence and proof. Hey, after this, after we answer the questions and everything before the live ends and we do our outro, or I do my outro, I don't know if my nigga Elijah's gonna join, but after I do my outro, I'm more than likely gonna, I mean, I will drop 2 YouTube videos after, and I'll possibly go live on TikTok tonight, because I'm already in that energy, I'm already in that vibration, so might as well. You feel me? Here, let's pull up these pictures. Pulling up these pictures for the proof of everything. You know what? I'm also gonna bring my whiteboard. So as I'm showing y'all this, y'all can see beside the whiteboard everything I'm breaking down. I'm not gonna break down the whiteboard no more because I already did all that. I already broke down the science, the metaphysics, the esoterics of all that. You feel me? But now, I'm finna show you the proof and evidence of all these sources and evidence through my TV, through sources, screen sharing, and then I'm gonna put my whiteboard beside it so y'all can see. I might not be able to actually put this whiteboard. Actually, I am, but all right. All right, look. So I broke all this down, right? All this, that's saying right there. Study to show yourself approved. Died Egyptian, 33, age of Jesus. Even the hospital symbols, bro, is the Kundalini energy, and religion demonizes the snake and the feminine energy, which is the source, and they demonize the on cross too because that's the source and the divinity, and everything that's not Satan they demonize and they, you feel me? Like most people are worshiping Satan and they don't even know it, and they subconsciously like brainwash you to like demonize the source, the divinity, and the real esoterics and science of God consciousness and Christ consciousness, and they demonize your own health and your own wealth and your kundalini energy and you transcending this realm, and they use it in hospital symbols to literally like, you know what I'm saying, to subconsciously say like they have you controlled and they have you programmed and you're unaware. It's all a way to throw it in your face what the truth is to how to heal. And hospitals don't heal, they attack they attack your kundalini energy. And fast foods, bro, the reason why they have lower color chakras is because they're attacked. The hospitals and the fast foods are interconnected, and they're the same people that run the companies. And they're attacking your lower kundalini energy, and they're attacking your lower chakras. That's what they're doing. That's why all the fast foods are lower color chakras: red, orange, yellow. McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, you know what I'm saying? Popeyes, Chick-fil-A, anything you name. Lower chakra colors, survival instinct. They all put chemicals and shit in you that attacks your genetics, that attacks your neurochemistry, your nervous system, and also attacks your mind, body, and soul. It attacks your gut, and it literally like what was I saying? It literally attacks your lower chakras and your kundalini energy, and it literally puts you on survival instinct mode. And they are feeding us white people as well, which is making our caveman animal instinct genetics come out even more. They are feeding us white people through fast foods, and they're selling black and Latino people through black markets. And they're organ harvesting black and Latino people, and your body's worth $1.5 million. And the more melanin you have, the more it's worth, and it's $1 billion industry. And that's the breakdown of the hospital symbol of the Kundalini energy and where they stole it from. They stole it from the Egyptians, and they attack it and they demonize it to attack your lower chakras and keep you unaware and keep you on survival instinct. That's the 33-degree Freemasonry, Kundalini Hindu, number of vertebrates. That's how much vertebrates you have. And the Hindus took that Kundalini from Egyptians. This is all evidence and facts that I'm about to pull up right now. And the 33 represents the spiritual mental that created all dimensions, the nine ethers and the nine realms. All 33 dimensions created this, and we are now in the third dimension. And yeah, that's where we're at right now. We're in the third dimension now. And there's more than the third dimension right now. Not everyone is in that third dimension. Y'all are like we all are physically together, but we're all spiritually, mentally not in the third dimension. A lot of people are still spiritually, mentally stuck in the 3D. Me, I'm way past that shit. I don't even know what dimension I'm on right now. I'm pretty sure I've already passed 4D, 5D, 6D. I don't even know, man. Like, honestly, I feel like I already probably transcended all these fucking realms, to be honest with you. And the thing is, and I'm not saying that to say like I got all the answers and I got it all figured out. Our evolution and our spirituality is forever lasting. But I'm just saying I'm spiritually, mentally in tune to myself, my genetics, spiritually, mentally, physically, mind, body, soul aligned at all times. Always, bro. That's subconsciously where I'm at with it. Facts. I don't know why my phone glitched out. Gotta reshare it. So I told you the 12, Satan and all these religions, they make you worship an external God outside of you, and they took all this knowledge that comes, all this information about God and how to connect with God, the Trinity, the mind, body, soul. Satan and Jesus, Jesus, Yakub, Jacob, all different names, right? And different stories of all religions, right? Of the same person, Satan, right? He manipulated and lied to you, and he turned all these stories and demonized everything that's internal, and he externalized everything. So he demonized all the metaphysics and the science of how to connect with Christ and God within you. He demonized all of that, and he demonized all the sciences and the esoterics, and I'm about to show you proof of that. And after he did that, he also made you worship God outside of you, and he also worshiped misogyny and capitalism and slavery type of mindsets. Literally, that's what he did. He literally said that. Literally, he said that the reason you're enslaved now is because of what Black and Latino people did, and that's your suffering now. And that's cap. You feel me? That's super cap. That's for to break all that down though. That's for a different topic. But to get back on topic though, the 12 tribes of Israel is really the 13 bloodlines, and the 13 bloodline reptilians, Freemasonry, bitches, the reptilians, the 13 bloodlines, and Satan. That's this. That's literally him. That's Satan and his gang. It's Jesus and the 12 and the 12 tribes that they call Israel is really the 13 bloodlines. He just took those lies and reversed it, because really the original teaching was that we were the Christ consciousness. That basically what he did was he took the knowledge from 1 second, I'm really trying to gather my thoughts, y'all, as I'm about to really go in right here. Basically, Satan and the 13 bloodlines took this knowledge of us interconnecting with the Christ consciousness within us and the spirit within us. And the 12 zodiacs, the 12 constellations, is the 12 cranial nerves, which is how to connect with And that's why we studied that. You feel me? Astrology, they try to say, comes from the white man and it's demonic. That's cap. It comes from blacks and Latinos, and the reason why we study that is because we studied energy cycles that's interconnected with our 12 cranial nerves. We studied astrology, and we studied the planet and nature and the magnetism of the earth and the world and our energy, the spirit realm that's interconnected with the 12 cranial nerves, and the science and the esoterics of the interconnection that we have to the planet and the universe. White people just didn't understand that because they're not natural or organic to the planet. So Satan and white people took his religions and made it their own to worship a god outside of them because they don't have no connection to the planet. They have melanin, and I'm about to show you proof of that right here, right now. They have melanin, and we have neuromelanin, and they have the same melanin as dogs, wolves, sheep, and pigs, and they're unnatural to the sun. And that's why all these animals, they come out at night that I just named, because they have melanin and they're unnatural and they're GMO. And that's why they're more. That's why white people are like animals. They're like dogs, wolves, sheep, and pigs, and they're like predators because they're animalistic instincts, and they come out at night. They're like the moon. The moon raises the energy. It raises the water and the frequency and vibration of them, especially them, because they have animal genetics. That's why, dogs, wolves, sheep, and pigs, like, that's why they come out at night. And wolves, they have, like, they're in know for being connected to the moon. You know, y'all know what I'm saying, man. And the dogs come from wolves and shit, and they're all like, like, it's crazy to say, bro. It's GMO. They're unnatural to the planet. They're inorganic to the planet. They cannot even take the sun. And the thing is, white people, like, and I'm not saying dogs, wolves, sheep, and pigs can't take the sun. I'm saying white people specifically can't. And what's sad is that they have these genetics of mixed animals, but they still can't even take the sun. A white person burns in the sun, and dogs, wolves, sheep, and pigs, they don't even burn in the sun, but white people do. But they have the same melanin as them, which they, like, I think these animals do get cancers and shit, right? I'm sure they get sun cancer and shit, but not at the rate that white people do. And the reason why is because they're unnatural, bro, because they were genetically spliced. They didn't come they weren't an original creation that was like intended to be good. Like, basically, Satan. It's just crazy, man. Like, he was mixing in different animals together to create us, to try to create a form of us, and he kept fucking up over and over again until he came with the human being. But he first got into Neanderthal, then these different types of apes, and then it got to the human being state, and that's what the evolution is, right? But he took these stories, bro. Basically, bro, like Satan, Jesus, Jacob, Jacob. He took the esoterics and the science of how to connect to the Christ within you and the God within you, and the science of that. He demonized it, and he used that against you, and he made you worship. He made you worship a slavery lie, pretty much, because slavery was always mental. It was never external, but he manipulated and lied to us and deceived us, and came to us as light as the answer, and deceived us through our own minds. MK Ultra, right? And the sun, that's why they always put Jesus as the sun, because it was actually Amen Ra, the sun. It was the sun god, but it wasn't a god. It was a metaphysical symbol of the sun, and it was Amen Ra. That's why they say Amen, and they turned it into a white man and put a sun over it because they stole that information from there. And the 12 disciples was the 12 zodiacs and the 12 constellations. That's why you see all that there. And Virgo is Virgin Mary. You see, and they took. Basically, they demonized it and turned it into his own story, but he took it from Amun Ra, the 12 constellations, and the 12 cranial nerves. Because as above, so without, as above, so below. You feel me? And then, here, I'm just gonna keep getting into it. I had to re-screen share because it keeps like glitching out. And then I just had a whole presentation with that whiteboard that aligns with all of that. And I have a whole behind that whiteboard, I have a whole other shit I wrote to it too. But look, this is what the Holy Bible is. When you break down the etymology and terminologies of this, the Holy Bible is Helios Biblios, which is the Sun book. Literally, this is facts, and that's why the Bible is basic instructions before leaving Earth. And what was I gonna say? Because there's something else too about the Bible that they say too, that I broke it down, the etymology and terminology of it. So yeah, basic instructions before leaving Earth, and Holy Bible is Helios Biblios, which is Sun book. Jesus' metaphor for the sun, like I said, and the 12 disciples and the 12 zodiacs as above and below. While these 12 constellations or major bodily functions are governed by the 12 cranial nerves that sit around the pineal gland, third eye, Sunday school. And basically, the process of all that, of your cranial nerves, the zodiac signs, and the 7 chakras and 7 uh, deadly sins, it's all the Kundalini energy. It's the same, what they call Christ is the crystals, which is the. Basically, it's the same as the crystal fluid that goes through your body to the Kundalini energy, and it's the resurrecting and the death and the life going over and over again. You are the Christ that's dying and being reborn again, spiritually, mentally, physically, all the time, evolving through life in this physical realm illusion, and when you transcend this realm as well. You feel me? And that's why it's basic instructions before leaving Earth and Helios Biblios, because they're telling you the basic instructions for you to leave Earth. They're telling you this is how you got to live. Basically, religion was stolen true knowledge of internally how to shift and transcend this realm, but they also mixed in lies to externally keep you deceived to always. That's why it pulls people into religion, you see, because the truth is there, but it's mixed in with lies because you know that some of it is true on like the divine shit that it says, but a lot of shit is capitalism and misogyny that it promotes and worshiping an external manipulated God outside of you, which is the devil, right? The devil took some of the truth and mixed it in with lies to deceive your ass and keep you manipulated because he's a master manipulator. He takes the truth and makes it in with lies and puts a light over it, acts like he's genuine and intentional. He's a narcissist, a deceiving bitch, a manipulating bitch that goes by Jesus, Zeus, Jacob, Yakub. You feel me? He goes by all these names. And yeah, so he keeps you deceived outside of you, but in reality, like the Bible, if you know how to break it down as a quantum metaphysical code that it is, and you can read between the lines and the lies and the bullshit, you'll realize that it's a quantum metaphysical code on how to transcend and ascend this realm. And this is how. I just broke it down to you how by looking within yourself through the 12 cranial nerves and the 12 zodiacs and studying your inner esoterics and your inner knowledge and studying the 7 chakras and the 7 deadly sins, which is the same shit. It's just ascending past the 5 senses, the 5 elements, transcending the physical realm, and having mind over matter instead of having matter over your mind. Instead of letting the external manipulate you, you have the internal manipulate the external. You don't escape the matrix. You manipulate the matrix. This is you, and you manipulate the matrix through the projection of your third eye, which is transcending duality, which is being interconnected to your Christ consciousness, to the high level spirituality, because that's what it means. Cursed crystals, it means the high level of spirituality, which is the most high, which the most high means the most highest vibration, which is what? 33 dimensions. That's why Christ at a 33, and we're the fallen angels that fell from 33 dimensions from the light, the fallen angels that fell into our heels, into hell, when we were connected to our crown or Christ. And that's why he put that crown around Christ when they died, because they're making us worship the death of him. And they turned the symbol into death and into masculinity instead of divinity, which is spirit, and masculinity and femininity. And they made it into masculinity, and represented the death of the femininity and the death of Christ consciousness, which is the death of you and you forgetting who you are. But you're here to remember who you are, and you're the resurrection, being reborn again and becoming the rising phoenix. Right? Now let me change the page. Yeah, I'm gonna bring up my pencil for this shit on some coaching shit, nigga, on some lecturing shit, nigga, on some professor shit, nigga. Yeah, nigga. But all right, bet. So like I was breaking down the Kundalini energy. It's crazy. I was breaking it down, and that was the next post, and I didn't even know. I don't even know what post coming up next. I'm just breaking it down as it comes up, and it's all in order. But I don't even know what's next. Like I'm literally freestyling this shit. I planned it all out as far as writing all this shit down in the pictures, but I'm literally freestyling what I'm gonna say and do. So this is authentically me being me, my nigga, for real. Energy cannot be faked over the motherfucking phone, over the motherfucking live, speaking motherfucking facts, and I'm crowning myself like I'm crowning all my motherfucking people, letting my motherfucking people know we as Anunnaki gods and goddesses, Sumerian and motherfucking Atlantean gods and goddesses that's interconnected with the Christ consciousness, the cursed consciousness, which is black and Latino people that's interconnected with that. That's why every divine being that has came here has been black and Latino. That's Christ consciousness. Christ was black, Buddha was black, Tupac, Michael Jackson. I'm going to keep repeating that shit over and over again because we need to acknowledge him as the ascended masters, divine beings that they let out a blueprint for, that if you follow, you will transcend this reality and you'll be able to manipulate reality and manipulate the matrix. They are Neo. Neo rearranged is one. Watch the movie The Matrix. The movie Matrix is literally about you. It's about you, my nigga, for real. The movie Matrix is like the most recommended movie I ever recommend to anybody. And that's why a lot of people recommend it. Because it's literally telling you how Neo is the one, and you must know thyself. You must know that you are the God within you that's projecting this reality. And the Matrix makes tricks on your mind and tries to manipulate your mind. It's the matter over your mind when it's actually mind over matter. You are the one, you are the Neo. You must take the red pill and become aware of it. Or if not, it's up to you. It don't matter. You could take the blue pill and be a dream and be asleep and live a life of you being ignorance and thinking ignorance is bliss, which it's not, but you can live that way and it's totally okay. That's up to you. Even though I personally don't think it's okay, I'm against that. I'm against ignorance. I'm against lower awareness, lower vibration. I'm all about enlightenment and being one and being aware and, peace, love, joy. And that all comes with a high level of spirituality. So that's what I'm here for, to transcend past the matrix and have mind over matter and to remind people that that's this reality. We're gods and goddesses that created this reality specifically for that, my nigga. So we must respect it. We must acknowledge it, because with great power comes great responsibility. But to get back on topic about the Kundalini energy and that I was breaking down, and that's what the resurrection and the Christ is about. The Christ, they're really talking about the Christ oil that goes throughout the 30 vertebrates. That's why when I say we fell from 33 dimensions, we fell from the 33 states of consciousness of dimensions that exist here of the high level spirituality. Because the Christ oil is the Christ consciousness that goes through your spine and through your fluid, through your 33 vertebrates. That's why Christ started at 33, and Christ is the fallen angel, the fallen light that fell into our heaven, our head, and we fell, the fallen angels that fell from the 33 dimensions of the Christ consciousness that it died from, and we fell into a third physical dimension, into our heel, into our hell, into fallen angels, to falling into our heel, into hell, into ego, into devil. Add a D to evil is devil. Take a O out of good, it's God. We fell from our good, our higher level spirituality, into our ego, our devil, our evil, into our lower three chakras, below our heart chakra, which is below the earth, the 30th dimension. Instead of when you rearrange the word heart, it's earth. And we were in higher dimensions and in higher consciousness, and we can access that right now. And that's what this process is. But they made us fall from our heaven, our head, from our crown chakra into our heels, into hell, into our lower three chakras. It makes you operate out of shame, fear, guilt, survival instinct, which makes you operate out of your reptilian brain. Facts. And that's what this whole thing's about. Is about the resurrection of Christ, the Christ oils falling into hell and being rebirthed again into the rising phoenix, rising back into heaven, into its God state. And that's what it's about. The story of, that's why it's interconnected. Look, 3333, 369. Look, 33, Christ, 3 days. It's all allegory, a metaphysical symbol. It's not literal. And it took him how much? 30 days for him to go through fasting to resurrect the Christ. See how it's interconnected? The 369, Freemasons 33, Christ 33. It's all metaphysical allegory symbols, and they talk through numbers. That's why astrology is important in symbology, terminology, and quantum physical symbols, because it's subconscious programming, subconscious matrix numbers. Even the numbers of the matrix 01 represents the infinite source that we all came from, the black hole, the darkness that then manifested into one consciousness, into the light, into this one energy game being projected out. And the heart, when you arrange the word heart, it's earth. And when you ascend past the heart, that's when you open your electromagnetic field and you're able to ascend and transcend and manipulate the matrix and reality through your electrical magnetic field. And that's what this is about. That's why it's showing you that. The heart electrical magnetic field, rising of the Kundalini energy, rising the Christ consciousness of the oil through opening the pineal gland to project and manipulate the reality with the electrical magnetic field. That's what that's saying. They're not going to tell you that. They're going to give you what it means, literal, but they're not going to break all that down and interconnect it for you the way I fucking am right now, my nigga. But you already know this. This is within you. The reason why I'm flowing and easily being able to tell you all this, because this is something we already know. And I'm using this as evidence and source to kind of just show you the proof of what I'm saying, to back up what I'm saying. And I still got more pictures and more evidence. We're not done. We're not done yet, my people. We're not done yet, class. So look, this is why they demonize the feminine energy and the serpent, the Kundalini energy, right? The revelation of self written in Genesis. Hold up, it's blurry. The tree of life is the spine. The serpent entwined around the tree is Kundalini, which the apple represents the pineal gland, which represents the awareness and knowledge and high level spirituality, the Christ conscious. That's why they demonize the serpent, because they don't want you to rise above the ego and tap into the high level spirituality. They want you to be in the lower level of being a serpent and being an animal, instead of you rising the serpent to awaken and be one with the dark and the light. You see what I'm saying? They don't want you to have knowledge to be aware and transcend the duality. They want you to be unaware and be deceived and be manipulated. They don't want you to have knowledge. That's why Eve in the story was deceived without knowledge. And as soon as she got she didn't commit sin. Look, she got deceived, and she ate the apple and got knowledge, and she didn't sin. Adam ate the apple and he committed the sin. He lied see, that's how you know the story is like a lie and made up, and it's Satan like using his tricks to manipulate us and deceive us, right? But the story, I'm literally like exposing the story, like how it went down and how it's a lie and how it's bullshit, but also showing you like how what the original story is and how it was manipulated and how like the story's flawed and the lies in it. Like the whole story's a lie. They said Eve was the downfall of man, but it wasn't. The downfall of man was literally man. That's why all systems and Satan is man, because Satan was a man that fell. So it was the fall of man, the fall of the Anunnaki gods and goddesses of Satan and the fallen angels that betrayed us, the Moors, that made us fall. And that's why all systems or religions worship a man, and we live in capitalistic man systems that are ran by man. And we demonize the feminine, and you feel me, like that's why all that is what's going on right now. That's why all religions and all systems that have existed since 6,000 years ago, after religion was created, when Satan fell, it has been all about capitalism, and all about misogyny, and all about men running shit. You feel me? So look, the revelation of subreddit in Genesis, the tree of life is the spine. The serpent entwined around the tree is Kundalini, awakener of our divinity, Eve. And like I said, the serpent as your Kundalini rising, so you open your pineal gland to be aware and transcend duality, right? And be one with the high level spirituality and tap into Christ consciousness, right? Eve, the divine feminine within all, Atom, the divine masculine within all, the apple, Adam, and anything that exists in awakening. Hold on, let me see what it says. I'm going to look at my other phone because I can't read that part. I'm going to read everything. I'll make sure I get everything for you. All right, so it says the divine feminine within all, Adam, the divine masculine within all, the apple, anything that exists, the awakening. All right, so that part's the way. Awakening the self, the forbidden knowledge, knowing thyself, like in Matrix when they said knowing thyself, experientially as divinity, as love, as one. So it's becoming one with the masculine and feminine and not demonizing one another. And that's what this represents. You feel me? And like I said, bro, we didn't come from Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve is a story about white people creation that came 6,000 years ago. White people genetics trace back 6,000 years ago. And I'm going to show you proof and evidence of that. We're still going to get to that with National Geographic and all that shit and everything to prove everything I'm saying. I'm not talking out of my ass. White people genetics trace back 6,000 years ago. All religions trace back 4 through 6,000 years ago. Satan and the 12 tribes of Israel. Look, I'm gonna break this shit down for you. This is how you know Satan is and even in the Bible, I'm gonna use the Bible to show you how Satan is literally the devil. And it's literally God and Jesus, right? When Moses was with God and Moses led the people to the promised land to Israel, right? That was the promised land, right? That was really the story about white people, and they lied to us, said that was black people that were enslaved by Egyptians. That was lie. It was white people. Nobody, Egyptians didn't enslave nobody. It was white people that came over there and colonized the Egyptians and shit. And Satan led white people through colonizing Egypt and the science and the religions, and he took all the science and he led Moses to the promised land, which was Israel. Which where do white people come from? They come from the Caucasus Mountains, which is near there, literally. So the promised land was about Satan and them giving them their religions and their own, basically their own land and colonizing everything. And after that, that's when everything went into shit and everything got colonized, right? And look, Satan, like I said, is Jesus, bro. And the 12 tribes is the 13 bloodline reptilians and white people, right? Um, and the high elite white people, and even the middle class, lower class bitches that stand with him, and even the black devils that stand against us too, which are the Boule group. LeBron James is in the Boule. He's also with them elites. He's literally part of their group. He knows the elites. He's literally with them, bro. The Boule group is all them niggas. B-Del, my nigga B-Del, expose that shit, bro. Um, but all that to say, fam, like Satan literally took all the knowledge from God's people and the Egyptians, the Aztecs, the Cherokees, the Navajos, the Indigo children, all indigenous people from all over the world. He took all of our esoterics, all of our science that was interconnected with higher dimensions, higher realms, with the planet through pyramids, interconnected through the cosmos, through the stars. He took all this information and demonized it, and he led white people to his own religions through all these religions that trace back through Greek mythology. When he led him to the promised land in Israel, that's when Greek mythology came to be. That's when Catholicism came to be. Christianity came to be. And they call it, and they went and brought that bullshit Bible to Ethiopia and colonized people with it. And that's how they colonized everything. Through that Bible, through coming with fake Luciferian peace like Lucifer did. He comes to you with peace, with love, and he manipulates you. And that's how they colonized black and Latino people. That's how they've always gotten us until this day. That's why white people are the biggest. When you look at their rates of crimes, they're the worst in all aspects. Black and Latino people, they commit more crimes than all of us. And who's the people on top? White people. Who's the one that's contributing to Lucifer and Luciferian energy? Who's the one that's trafficking people? Who's the one that's drugging people? Who's the one that's putting fast food in people? Who's doing propaganda on people? Who's killing divine beings? White people. It's always been the white elites and the reptilians, bitches that run everything, nigga. Right? And I just broke down all the proof of that how Moses and the story of the Bible, no, this shit is a story about white people 6,000 years ago, and they stole all their knowledge. The Bible, the Quran, all this shit, bro. The Bible, the Quran, Hinduism is closer to the truth than all of them because Hinduism doesn't promote any bullshit, right? Like Hinduism and Buddhism don't promote no bullshit. They're more closer to the truth because they're Eastern traditions that was knowledge that was influenced by Egypt. But Christianity, Greek mythology, they were all colonized religions that all, and even Hinduism was in some way colonized because all that comes from Greek mythology, and Greek mythology comes from Egypt, and all these were Greek mythology and ahead are all colonized white people shit, bro, by Alexander the Great and all this bullshit, all them bitch ass white boys, nigga, that we give praise to, thinking they did something good for humanity. They did something for them good men out there, for them good bitches, nigga. Not good men, nigga, them good white Caucasoid Neanderthal bitches, nigga. Fuck you and all y'all ancestors, nigga, on my mama, nigga. Cause y'all still y'all ancestors. I have plenty of videos of y'all still like them niggas, still benefiting, like all y'all still like, bro. There's not no white person, bro, that claims they're not racist, that ain't still racist. They all racist, bro, inherently, bro. They're literally born into racism. They're literally born into a system that benefits them. And if they're unaware of that, then they're racist. If they can't admit that, then they're racist. That's all I gotta tell you, my nigga. And there's nothing else I gotta prove with white people after saying that. And especially with all the evidence and facts and proof I'm about to pull up here right now. I got more. I'm not done yet. I'm nowhere near done yet. I'm almost done, but nowhere near yet. And look, how do I know that this all came from the Freemasons? The Jesus cross, the new cross that represents death and the death of God, which they're saying that we're all the death of Christ, and they're worshiping. Like literally, when you go to church, you're literally worshiping Satan because you're literally worshiping an altar. You're doing rituals. You're doing witchcraft. You're drinking the blood of Jesus and you're eating the bread of his flesh. That's all witchcraft, all magic, and all spells that you're doing. The English language is spells and witchcraft. I've made plenty of videos of that. Alpha, beta, theta waves, alphabet, literally alpha, beta, theta waves, and alphabet. And look, you're speaking spells. That's why they taught you how to spell and how to curse, cursive words. You feel me? They literally taught you that it's a whole witchcraft spell. So when you're literally worshiping the death of Christ, you're worshiping the death of your divinity. You're worshiping the fact that they killed God and there's nothing you can do about it. And like it's all a spell, bro. You're doing a whole witchcraft satanic spell when you're doing that. And you're putting worship to death, to fear, negativity, separation, being a victim, and like waiting for Jesus. Like all these religions program you that you're into slavery now because of what happened back then, and you need to wait for a savior outside of you. That's basically what it promotes. The overall message of religion. If you literally accept religion as a whole and you don't break it down and actually look at the esoteric truths within it, mixed with the satanic lies. And look, even the two Jesus cross together is the Freemasons logo. And I literally told y'all, bro, that the same people look, the same look, look, all religions are ran by Satan, right? Jesus, Jacob, Jacob, and little Prometheus, all the same stories about the human people creation. How do I know that white people worship this? Bro, who does the KKK worship? Bro, literally, bro, the same people that are worshiping Satan is the same people that are your Christians, your Catholics, your Muslims, your Israelites, and even a lot of these people that, like Elijah Muhammad, was working for the CIA. He was working for white people, and he was promoting he was promoting Muslims, that bullshit, right? And Malcolm X found that out, bro. Malcolm X exposed that Elijah Muhammad was trafficking women with the CIA, and he was being a pedophile, and he admitted he got brainwashed by Elijah Muhammad, and he went against him because he was working with the CIA. And the same people that run all these religions are ran by Satan, and they're all to contribute and worship Satan. All the money goes to Israel. All the money, all religions that y'all give to, all your churches, they all go to Israel. They all go to Satan. They all go through the Vatican. And all religions and no churches must be approved by the government that is ran by the Vatican, which is ran by your Greeks, your Hebrews, your Arabs, your white people, your Spaniard, European white bitches, nigga. And even all the black and brown devils that stand with him, that are part of the Boule Illuminati group, that are part of the Bohemian group, that are sellout puppet bitches, nigga, that are being used as puppets for Satan. And they're using their magic to manipulate them to create a controlled, egotistic, satanic world that is ran by him and his fucking satanic, demonic, bitch ass, lower vibrational, disgusting ass, lustful, bitch ass beings that are deceiving, manipulative, and are scary ass pussies. Because that's what Satan is. Satan and all his fallen angels are just scary ass, lustful, horny, bitch ass pussies. That's why the devil is a goat, because he's an animal, because he's an unaware, animalistic animal bitch that wears horns. And that's why they say you get horny, because he's operating out of his lower animal instinct like a little bitch that he is, because he's a deceiving, manipulating, goofy ass, coon ass bitch. Because that's what Satan is. Satan is the ultimate coon of all coons. He literally went against his own people and wanted to be worshipped. And he created a white, like he literally is the reason why even coons exist. He is the reason why white people exist. All right, but to get back on topic, to stop talking shit about these white devils and these white bitches and these Luciferian bitches, let's get back on topic. How old is the oldest religion, right? To back all that up that I just exposed, right? It says that ancient Egypt is the oldest, like when it comes to like knowledge and ancient shit and ancient science, right? I just said that, right? All right, so how long ago? Look, The oldest religion is Hinduism. If you look it up, like the oldest modern day religion is Hinduism, right? But it all comes from ancient Egypt, right? All these religions, they were all influenced by ancient Egypt and ancient esoterics and quantum physics. And even the science of today is catching up and saying that our ancestors were right the entire time about reality. And the quantum physics about what they studied, they're barely catching up and saying they were right. Why do you think it is that these white bitches can't figure out how they made these pyramids and align with the stars? Because it's technology they can't access. Only black and Latino people can access. That's how we were able to build these, right? So they can't tell you that, but they can tell you now that their science is catching up and saying their ancestors have been right the entire time. Because all technologies, all sciences, in fact, of today come from black people. Black Panther, she exposed that all technologies come from us, and it came from ancient civilizations through Kemet, through all these tribes I'm about to name: the Egyptians, the Navajos, the Cherokees, the Mississippians, the Californians. Um, the Navajos, the Aztecs, all these, and many more tribes. We had hella tribes, hella. Bro. I don't even know all of them yet. I know hella, but I don't even know all of them, bro. We had so many tribes, and they're keeping it hidden from us. And right now, there's over 400 indigo languages, indigenous languages that exist in Mexico, and black and brown people in Mexico talk about it, but they're not too open. Aztecs are still here. Egyptians, like all these tribes, are still here. They're outside the ice walls, and they're more hidden, but they're still here. But they're here. They're here to, like, bro, the ancestors and all these Anunnakis, because we are the Anunnaki, Sumerians, and Atlanteans, and these ancestors, bro, that are still 33 feet tall, are here, nigga. And they've always been here, nigga. And watch, you about to, bro, a lot of shit's about to shift. Watch soon. I don't know when, but watch, bro. In our lifetime, you're gonna start, like, it's already starting to happen. The shift is already starting to happen. Animals that we haven't seen before, insects that we never seen before, are starting to come out, and things that you like, bro. I'm doing things that I've never been able to done before. Like, the shift has already happened, and I'm telling you, it's a matter of time before you're gonna really start seeing shit that's like movie like shit that you never seen before. All these movies are literally telling you, like, yeah, bro, y'all need to start seeing shit with your third eye. But yeah, Hindu is approximately 4,000 years old. All right, so it's saying it could be a little bit longer, but it's around 4,000 years old, 4,000 to 6,000 years old, like white people genetics. Like, I'm about to prove. Let's get it though. Let's go on. And look, Hinduism was influenced by Greek mythology, right? It was, and I'm about to show that. Either I'm about to show that, or if not, look it up. You can look it up if it was influenced by Greek mythology. It'll tell you right now. But look, yes, Greek mythology was influenced by Egypt, and all these religions were influenced by Greek mythology. I've already made a whole hour YouTube video about it, right? Exposing that and showing you the proof of it. And I literally showed the people that they change over time and the labels over time. Like, I showed you all the historic evidence and facts, and showed videos and pictures of all that proof as I break it down for a whole hour. It's a whole hour YouTube video. Just check out my YouTube channel. I've dropped mad videos of everything I'm talking about right now, in all different topics and different aspects, and even more things that I'm talking about here. I talk about every fucking thing, my nigga. You can talk to me about every fucking thing, bro. Matrix things and outside of Matrix things. I can talk about cosmos shit and third dimension things. I can talk about everything, nigga. Though it wasn't a direct copy but a result of cultural exchange, the Greeks adopted many Egyptian concepts, creating hybrid deities like Serapis, religious ideas. See, Serapis. Serapis comes from Amen-Ra. And then Serapis was the early founder of Christianity. My nigga Elijah was going to break that down, but he ain't here right now. But Serapis literally, and I'm going to bring him up for a different live so he can explain all that and show you the proof and evidence of all that. Right now, I'm just going to give you a smaller breakdown of it because I don't want to ruin it for my nigga. But Serapis literally was the early founding of Christianity. It was after Greek mythology that Serapis became a thing. They went from Zeus to Serapis, and Serapis was the early found of Christians, and they were chopping people's heads off in Ethiopia to force it onto people to believe in Serapis, which is why our people, when they say the Bible comes from Ethiopia, it wasn't that, it was that Serapis started forcing Christianity, which is Greek mythology, and a new form presented to you as Christianity, to cut off black and brown people's heads off to worship Serapis, which is the new Jesus. And eventually Serapis became Caesar Borgia, which is the new depiction of Jesus, and they just switched it over time, over and over again. And my nigga Elijah, on a different live, when I had him in here, he's going to show you the proof and evidence of all that. Like, he got the evidence and the sources, but I'm giving you a smaller breakdown now so I don't ruin it for my nigga, because that's how I originally had it planned here for him, when we was planning to make this live, but he just didn't show up today for some reason. He did, but he just, I don't know, man, he didn't. I don't really know what's going on, man. I'm finna have to see what's up with that. But yeah, literally all these religions of Christianity, Greek mythology, Hinduism, of their reincarnation, of death, resurrection, and magic, all comes from Greek mythology, and Greek mythology was influenced by Egyptian mythology. So it all comes from ancient civilizations, from the Egyptians, the Aztecs, the Cherokees, the Navajos, the indigenous people that were already tapped into the metaphysics, the science, and we are the original people. Black people been here for over 200,000 years. White people been over 6,000 years. Why are we following modern science and modern religions when they're preschool education? When us blacks and Latinos got motherfucking Cosmo graduation fucking knowledge and fucking awareness, and we've already been tapped into all this shit for billions of years. We've been here longer than the Earth. We created the Earth. But I'm gonna keep it third dimensional physical level with y'all because I don't think a lot of y'all are ready for that yet because I was fucked up when I learned that. So I'm just gonna literally spiritually guide you right now. But look, fetal melanin and new melanin, which are controlled by genes, like the combination and placement of these pigments create a diverse range of coat patterns in dogs and their wolf ancestors. And the fetal melanin is what they're talking about when it comes to dogs, wolves, sheep, and pigs. Fetal melanin is present in sheep. All right, let's skip that one. They're saying that fetal melanin is dogs, wolves, sheep, and pigs, which white people have that, and I'm about to expose that right now. And look, see, bro, black, brown pigment, bro. None of these animals have that, bro. They all have red. Look, they all have this pigment. They all have reddish yellow pigment that is more concentrated in people with red hair and paler skin, white people, right? And new melanin is a darker brown pigment, which is neuromelanin. People with lighter skin often have a less eumelanin. Those with darker skin, which is black and brown people. We have neuromelanin, eumelanin. White people, so blacks. That's literally that's my proof that Latinos are black, right there. Less eumelanin, less neuromelanin, that still means you're darker brown or black pigment, nigga. Pheomelanin is white people, reddish yellow pigment, meaning they have yellow blonde hair or reddish hair with pale skin, nigga. Right? Black or brown people, we have black hair. Don't matter if it's straight, bro. As long as the carbon is neuromelanin, brown or black, you're good, my nigga. You feel me? And this is the esoterics and facts. You can't fight the facts, my nigga. I can say nigga all I want. So I'm tired of you bitches on my fucking videos always talking about I don't like when you say nigga. Well, if you don't like it, don't watch my videos. Unfollow. Because out of all the whole message in the whole video, the only thing you get out of it is I don't like you saying nigga. When you don't even understand the terminology and etymology of what nigga even means. It comes from the etymology terminology from our ancient ancestors that said nigga or niga, which means brother and sister. God. It means God, nigga. Literally. So when I'm saying my nigga, I'm literally calling you God or brother and sister. That's all I'm saying, bro. They just demonized this so you wouldn't tap into the esoterics and the quantum physics of these frequency and vibrations of what they mean. Even though English is a low vibration language, even when we say nigga or any other words, I mean, it's not lower vibration. It's all in how you see it. It's mind over matter. But I'm just saying English is like a lower aspect and a lower vibration compared to all these indigenous languages we had. But we could still metaphysically shift it and use it to our favor and manipulate it, bro, because it's mind over matter. It's alpha, beta, theta waves over matter. That's why it's the alphabet. Alphabet, spelling, cursing, cursive. You get the point. And that's why this is magic, bro. You're using a pen, a black pen to write on white. That's black and white. That's magic, dark magic for you. You feel me? That's why it's spelling, cursing, and that's why it works. Because it's written and manifested forever. It's a light being manifested. The human, it's light being manifested, and it's your light, your projection being manifested into physical realm. All this right here came from my spiritual, my mental realm, from my light, my consciousness, which your light is your third eye. It's the projector. You feel me? And this all came from my mind when I drew all this out. And now it's physical matter, so it's mind over matter. That's why I put right here, mind over matter. You feel me? In the 369 exposed, because I'm exposing all this shit, right? But look, even right here, it's saying, bro, that people that need a Rogan shot, which is people that you're basically a Rogan shot is for people whose bodies reject their babies being born, and basically it's unnatural. Your blood, your own blood and your own genetics rejects it, so you die because basically your baby isn't able to be born because of your blood and your genetics. And white people are the main ones that go through that take the gamma shot, and a lot of white people have admitted and said that they need to take that in order for the babies to be born because they're unnatural and their blood doesn't align with the sun. So they need a gamma ray shot to stay alive, and this is the proof. And the statistics are right there of white American, European, 16 to 17%. And look at black. They're lying. See, 4 to 8%, but Asians are white and they have less than us. That's a lie. That's a lie. But they're still telling you the truth, but they're still spitting a little bit of propaganda. But who needs the ROGAM shot? White people. Here, let me unscreen share and screen share again because this shit is tripping again. To get through these quick now instead of giving a lecture through each picture. I'm gonna have to just go into it because I'm on low battery and I'm gonna have to get to the charger so I can still explain all this shit for you. But look, yes, from the New Times, other source confirms that deaths have been exceeding births in recent years in the U.S. and many U.S. countries are largely due to a record low number of births and high death rates. This is about white people. They're dying more than giving birth, and they're also dying a lot from the sun, bro. A lot of them are dying from the sun, and they're not able to give birth. And I just showed you the gamma ray shit or the this shit, the not the gamma ray, the ROGAM shot. We have radiation and gamma rays running through her blood. That's why I got that confused. It just sounds similar, but um look, and this is like research from 2018, bro, what they've been saying about deaths dying more. New York Times Post that they're dying more than giving birth, white people. And if that didn't wake your smoofy goofy ass up, nigga, I don't know what the fuck will, nigga. Y'all coon ass niggas need to wake the fuck up and stop fucking defending massa and being one love and one light with massa, my nigga. Like what, bro? After all this evidence and proof, you need to stop being this nigga right here, this coon ass, goofy, smoofy house nigga right here. Ass kisser, a master ass kisser. Y'all worshiping a white boy, nature boy, nigga. Y'all worship when you're defending the white man and defending this American cult. You're defending a white nature boy, nigga. You're being a coon ass nigga. You're rubbing master's feet. You are oiling master's feet. You are diddling and diddying with master. So you goofy, smoofy, coon ass niggas need to stop kissing their ass, nigga. These Neanderthal, Caucasian, Caucasoid bitches ass, nigga. Stop defending the Spaniard conquistador pussy ass niggas and their goofy ass ancestors. Fuck them all. Fuck these cavemen, Neanderthals. Fuck all these bitches for everything they've done to our planet, to our ancestors, and our people. And fuck you if you're this coon ass nigga right here. If you're this bald ass, goofy, shining, bald headed, Luciferian bitch ass, master worshipping, feet rubbing ass nigga. You're a coon, nigga. You are no different than Diddy and R. Kelly and any smoofy, goofy house nigga that stands with these white Caucasoid Neanderthal pussy ass bitches. And what's crazy is, fuck this Neanderthal bitch too, named Leonardo DiCaprio. And they said when it comes to a celebrity, I forgot who, but a famous celebrity said that he's like the main nigga that introduces people to the fucking Hollywood parties. Like he's the one that like brings the people into those rooms and those parties. Fucking goofy ass weirdo. And if you're a Samuel L. Jackson ass nigga, we need a Samuel L. yo ass nigga. Light your ass up and fry your ass up with the blunt, nigga. We need to smoke some of you in that pack, nigga. You and these coon ass niggas and all these black and brown devils that stand with these coon ass, goofy ass white niggas, man. Fuck all you bitches, nigga. Fuck all you that stand with Satan and all these people, right? But let's get on to it. Let's get to the facts now. After talking all that shit about these coon ass niggas. These coon ass niggas and these Neanderthal ass hoe ass niggas, right? Let's look at the dollar bill. And let's look at the dollar bill now, right? Because a lot of y'all don't really pay attention, but I do. Here, I don't think that's the picture I wanted. Where's that picture that it exposed that? Did I not send it over? Here. 1 second, y'all. I'll be right back. I'm about to just pull up this picture on my phone and send it to my other phone to screen share and share this with y'all. Alright, we back. Get ready to have your mind fucking blown. I'm about to expose this dollar bill. I was about to break it down, but I want to show you the proof of me as I break it down of what this dollar bill is. I just showed you a picture, right? Since y'all don't pay attention. Now I'm gonna go back to the dollar bill after I break this down. Even though we're still breaking it down. The front of a dollar bill features George Washington's portrait, while the back contains both the front and the back of the Great Seal of the United States. Key Latin phrases on the back include "Anucusueptis," providence as favored or undertakings, meaning God has favored us. We're favored by God. And Novus Ordo Seclorum means a new world order of the ages. That's why when 1492, when Christopher Columbus came, they came for the new world. And they came in 1492, when they came and colonized everything. And 1776 was when the Illuminati and the Freemasons established their independence away from this world and they established a new world order. Basically, the new world order already exists. They're just playing out this illusion of separation until eventually they're gonna come together as one nation. But they're playing out the script, and I'm exposing you the script ahead of time of what they're doing. Right? So it's literally new world order, and God favors us. And even the text on the dollar bill of the numbers, that's in Roman numbers, even it says out of many one. And you know what that one is, that one God that everyone worships of the whole world of all their religions. On the eagle's banner, the number 1776 on the Roman numerals, and that's the number of the when the Illuminati was created, and that was the number of when the independence of America started, which is in Roman numerals because it's the same people that are the Jews, the Romans, the Greeks, the Caucasians, Europeans, Spaniards that are running the world. That's why they use the 13 steps when actually the pyramid actually has 14, but they use 13 because they're trying to disconnect the eye. Because the basic they never count the top eye because they're disconnecting you from the third eye and from you being God. And they worship matter over mind. They don't worship your eye over matter. They worship matter over your eye, your third eye. So that's why they count themselves as 13 steps and not 14 steps on the pyramid. Because they're controlling your third eye and your mind. Satan and his 13 bloodlines and his 12 tribes of Israel bitches that are the Roman Greeks, right? They are manipulating, and that's why they represent the original 13 colonies. You see that? There's 33-degree Freemasons, 13 bloodlines, use 13 steps from the pyramid and 13 colonies. They colonized their truth, like I've been exposing this whole life, remixed it, and manipulated you to worship a God outside of you when you're supposed to worship the God within you, the 14 steps within you, your own temple, not a temple outside of you, not a God outside of you. You're supposed to worship the temple and the God within you. But Satan took all this knowledge and made you worship a God outside of you, and that's when they're saying they're chosen, they're favored ones, because they're saying the 13 bloodlines are favored by Satan, and they have a new order of the ages, which is Satan's ages, that they're trying to make, but they won't. Satan took our prophecies and he tried to make his own prophecy of reality, but that won't happen. He intends to, he wants control of it, but he already failed because he's operating out of ego, and the spirit beats ego every time. And our prophecies of us being in one with our planet again and rising to our Christ consciousness is gonna beat the Satan of the new order ages and all this bullshit out of the many one. Bullshit out of many one God. Only worship this one God, which is all bullshit. God is not one being. God is you, and God is within everyone and everything. God isn't a one being outside of you that you worship. That's narcissism. That's deception. That's manipulation. That's capitalism. That's misogyny. Literally. That's capital. That's misogyny. That's capitalism. That's misogyny. And I got proof of that. All the scriptures of Bible scriptures, which look, scriptures is a script. All scriptures of the Bible, I can pull up evidence and proof of this. Actually, I'm not gonna pull it up because my nigga Elijah's gonna do that for y'all for a different live. Like I intended him to do this live, but he's not here. So in a different live, he's gonna show you the proof of all these scriptures. But if you look at script, even if you look it up on your own phone right now, scriptures that promotes misogyny and patriarchy and capitalism in the Bible and the Quran, you'll see a lot of scriptures, which is a script. And that all promotes that for his father Satan time because he controls through narcissism, through ego, fear, control, shame, guilt, lower chakras, right? And I broke down what all this meant, but what they say in God we trust one, they're saying they trust in their external God and they're anti one. They're anti the third eye, they're anti spirit over matter. They're matter over spirit, and they want you to worship the God that they trust, which is all religions, which is Satan, Father's time, religion. And they took our pyramid symbol and they demonized it and made you think it was Illuminati when it was our shit. And they took it and made it their own fucking, they colonized it and made it their own, and that's what they've always done. These white bitches and Lucifer. He takes God's truth and our truth, they colonize it and remix it and make it their own and demonize our ancient truth. Just like this shit right here. They took the symbol. This is a symbol of ancient civilization symbol. It's a metaphysical symbol of the rising phoenix and a bunch of shit. I forgot really what it means, a specific symbol. I'm gonna have to look more into it to really break it down for y'all again. I've looked into it, I know what it means, but I low-key forgot. Everything that I've been saying this whole time is subconscious. But I don't think that symbol's really important after everything that I've said and exposed of this dollar bill. So we can get the fuck on with this dollar bill. And there's also in the $20 bill, they have a person hanging in the back of the bill. If you look really closely, it's a black woman being hanged. Um, I was supposed to show y'all this in this live, but I don't have right now in anything because I have low percent, so I'm gonna have to get through this quick. So the independence of United States started at 1776. Like we translated it right somewhere right here. I showed it to you earlier, but right here it even says when was the Illuminati created? 1776. So my people, know who you are. We are the organic beings that came from the mitochondrial Eve gene, not from Adam and Eve. We came from atoms, the mitochondrial Eve gene that's been here 200,000 years ago, and science backs this up. And white people been here for 6,000 years. They are the GMOs. They are the dogs, wolves, sheep, pigs, melanin that was created by Satan, and they took all of our knowledge, Satan and these reptilians like her, this Elizabeth reptilian bloodline, because all presidents share I already exposed it in a video, that all presidents are related and they're all connected to the 13 bloodlines and they all share the same ancestor. And they're all the 13 reptilian bloodlines, satanic bloodline that they have. You feel me? They're the 13 bloodlines. That's why they do incest with each other, because they're holding in their own genetics and their own bloodline, their own royal bloodline of the 13 bloodline reptilians with Satan, because they made a covenant and they made a spell to do that. And that's the satanic spell that they have to do incest with each other and keep their bloodline for each other, because that's the covenant that they made. And they did a blood ritual together and an incestual sexual blood ritual together. And they're the GMOs, and they feed off of black people, Latino people, to stay old and to live for thousands of ages. They literally do that, bro. That's how Jay-Z and a lot of these celebrities and a lot of these people and their lineages have been able to stay here for so long, because they feed off of our neuromelanin, which gives them more life and makes them reverse aging. And they also are able to fucking they do incest and do all this shit to split it within their bloodline, so they keep the same people in power, so they never lose power, right? So they're the GMOs, and they're 6,000 years ago, and that's why they eat animals and they eat other humans, and they're the ones that brought that up. They're the ones that brought up STDs. And black and Latino people, we've been organic and we've been one, and we were never about that shit. STDs came from them. Sexual diseases came from them. Eating animals and eating humans came from them. Being cannibalistic or whatever they call that shit. That's what they brought to the world. We was always organic to the planet, one with the planet, always electrical beings, magnetic beings, interconnected with fruits, vegetables, animals, nature, the ethers, the natural electrical magnetism of Mother Earth. Meanwhile, these niggas destroy the planet and destroy everything, and they were made by Satan, and they're the 13 bloodline reptilian bitches. So remember who you are, my people. Remember the spiritual warfare you are in. Remember who you are, because the more you remember who you are, the more you unlock your genetics. Because you are interconnected with the planet and the electrical magnetism of the cosmos, of the universe, of the 99% spiritual mental. Your melanin, your carbon is interconnected with the whole universe and the whole realms. It's the fourth most abundant element in the universe. Your carbon is worth more than gold and diamonds, and gold, diamonds, tanks, guns, vests is literally made out of your neuromelanin. Remember who you are, because the more you remember who you are, the more you unlock your genetics and your technology, and you're able to manipulate and manifest and use the frequencies outside of you to make it work in your favor through unlocking your genetics and remembering who you are, because this is you at the core. This is your soul, your source. This is your Merkaba. This is your soul, how it looks like. When that's your spirit and your soul, literally your electrical magnetism and your Merkaba, the five elements, your mind over matter, your Christ consciousness of your mind over matter of your five elements through your seven chakras, through that's your soul vehicle, that's your solar body, man. Your energy body that you can't see, the 99% spiritual mental. And the more you activate your genetics, the more you remember who you are. Remember who you are, Anunnaki gods and goddesses, Atlantean, Sumerian Anunnaki gods and goddesses that are now known as black and brown people. You are indigo, you are indigenous, you are colored folks. That's why they called you colored folk. And we've always called them Caucasian, because we knew they come from the Caucasus Mountains, and they called us colored folk in the 80s, because they understand that we were colored folk at our core. We were blue, green, yellow, purple, red beings. We all came in different colors and in different forms. That's why we're black and brown now. And we can even make white. Like, we make all colors. All colors come from darkness, and all colors mixed together comes from darkness, and that's facts. There had to be darkness before light shined on darkness. Darkness gave birth to light. So black is literally, we all come from the black woman, and the black woman gave colors and life to all genetics and all beings. Facts. The black woman mitochondrial gene can produce any hair, any genetic, any race, any color. The white woman can't do that. Only the black and brown Latina mitochondrial Eve gene women can. The Anunnaki gods and goddesses that have this electrical magnetism. 1%. 1%. 1%. I'm not letting this shit die. I'm not letting this shit die. I gotta post this live up, bro. I was live for a whole 2 hours. My phone's not dying. My phone's not dying. I'm posting this live up. I'm not letting my phone die. I ran. Y'all see me run. I see my phone at 1%. I ran, bro. I was not playing, bro. Because that's happened to me so many motherfucking times, bro, in my life that it dies, bro. And I've made some very, very motherfucking powerful lives. Like the live when I went to Cali on Moon Raw and we broke down about blacks and Latinos genetics and how we're connected. That life was going crazy, bro. A lot of people like was getting enlightened, tapped in. Black and brown people started uniting more, understanding more of each other. The live was going crazy, and then I don't know where my phone died. It's the Watchers, which the Walkers are the Anunnaki gods and goddesses that are now satanic and operating out of the lower self. That are the Watchers and the spirits that that give anxiety, stress, and all this shit, bro. It's really coming from our own people, bro. That's working with them bitches that are tapped into higher dimensions and higher spirits of the 33 dimensions that I've exposed. And the Watchers, the Archons, the Demiurges, and your lower self, like your lower spirits, right? They all manifest out of you, but it's our own people, bro, that are manipulating and feeding off that energy. The Watchers, the Archons, because you must understand that everything is spiritual mental before it was physical. Everything was spiritual mental, 99%. And the reason we fell was because the spiritual mental people that were tapped into higher realms of consciousness, the very ascended beings of back then that were tapped into our all this knowledge and this frequency, right? This very high frequency and vibration of the universe, right? Of the cosmos. They used all that high level of spirituality, awareness, and knowledge and frequency manipulation to use that for control, power, and ego, and that's when they fell. Satan and the fallen angels fell because they used that to create this physical realm to make it be how it is now. It all started spiritually and mentally, and the same people that did this shit back then is the same people that are the Watchers now. And even CIA documents, I read this, and y'all can look this up for yourself, bro. And under the CIA documents, you can look up CIA documents, astral projection or something like that. It's the gateway analysis, I believe. That's what it's called. When you look it up, they literally admitted to you that they send spirits. They send CIA agents as spirits to monitor you and to literally like watch you and to put stress, fear, negativity, any negative energy that you manifest physically, spiritually, mentally, it's them. I want you to know that every day, though. Like, bro, there's a lot of days I wake up and I have a lot of stomach pain, and I have and I'm in a low frequency. Like, and I don't like. It's not that I'm in a low frequency. I'm never not in a low frequency. I'm always high frequency. But like, let's just say I wake up and I feel sluggish, right? That's them. That's them trying to get you to feel that way the whole day. It's them and they're sitting in your subconscious to see if you're gonna feed into that. And the more you don't, the more you rewire your brain and your subconscious mind. And these Watchers don't have power, but these Watchers are always there. And they're always going to try to fuck with you and always get in the way of anything you do in all aspects, not just mentally. They're going to try to fuck with you through other people's spirits, through other people's systems, circumstances, phone, any frequencies around you. They're going to monitor it and they're going to try to manipulate others to try to manipulate you. They're going to try to find ways to try to manipulate you internally. Everything outside of you is a whole manipulation game to try to manipulate your mental. Because everything in life is mental. Life is a mental projection. Life and reality is mental. 99% of life is mental and spiritual. And this whole life has been about that. And I showed all the evidence and proof literally how we manifested from the cosmos and how we're the creators of everything. I literally exposed this whole live lecture and showed you the proof and evidence, and I'm still not done. I literally just I ran here to charge my phone because my phone was about to die. But we literally come from higher realms, higher dimensions, from 33 dimensions, and there is 9 realms, 9 universes. This is all disclosed information. The CIA doesn't want you to know. The Freemasons doesn't want you to know. Satan doesn't want you to know. But you know who does want you to know? Oh, ascended beings, Christ, Buddha, Pac, Malcolm X. All these people taught that, and they all here to remind you that they're ascended masters. And I'm an ascended master. I'm here to remind you who you are too. We're Anunnaki gods and goddesses. You are Christ. God is within you. I feel it and see it every day. Breaking out a matrix, so would be able to see it a mile away. Yes, sir. You already know, my nigga. You already know. Elijah, is your ass gonna come up on here or what, bro? You have not been answering my me talking to you, my messages. Like, what's going on, bro? Is you gonna join the live or what's up? What's going on, my nigga? And Rashad Jamal, always all them niggas, bro. Rashad Jamal, Dr. York, any divine leader you name, bro, all talk the same shit. Got 9% now. I'm gonna go back into it. I'm gonna have to keep checking my percentage though, but I'm gonna go back into it to show you the proof and evidence. We're going insane. Where did I put my other phone? It was just here. What the fuck? Oh, it's over here. Cool. All right. So I already broke that down. Okay, so that's pretty much it, fam, for the whole fucking live. Let me see. I'm really trying to see if that's all I wanted to say to y'all before I get out of here. Because I feel like there might be a few things I still want to or gotta cover before y'all go. Let me check my me messages. All right, bet. I think that's pretty much it for y'all. Not gonna lie. How much just end the live here for now? Next, like if there's things that I still have to cover that I forgot to cover here, I'll just cover it on the next live or some shit. You feel me? I'll make another live covering that up that I didn't get to finish or say. If I did miss something, I don't think I did, but you know, I always got something to say, man. I might have not had something to say, or maybe I did. I don't know, but if I do, I'll make another live for that. Finishing up what I said and everything, but other than that, man, like I'm trying to think. Yeah, there's definitely gonna be a part two to this live because my nigga Elijah got to do his part, and there was probably things that I wanted to say or had to say that I had to do with that topic of me and Elijah going in together talking about religions and how it traces back and showing you the historical facts and evidence of the names, the people that change over time, and showing you the proof of it, the sources, and them saying this shit, talking this shit, and me adding on to that and going, you know, just adding off each other's energy. But other than that, Anunnaki gods and goddesses, you are the nine ether beings that manifested out of dark matter energy into Christ, into the five elements, the five senses, and the seven chakras, the seven deadly sins. And you manifested into electrical magnetism, into the Merkaba, which is your soul and your spirit, which is a pyramid, and the pyramid underneath. And that's why our ancestors made the pyramids that way as well. They literally the pyramids that you see up there in Giza and shit, when you put it underneath, like you know that they have pyramids underneath them as well. And the reason why they do that is because that connects it to the electrical magnetic field even more, and it harnesses ether and it's able to manipulate ether and transfer ether. Not manipulate it, but transfer. But you get what I'm saying when I mean manipulate into doing good, transferring the ether, and that's our source. We have that. That's our spirit and our source. And then that right there literally represents like the symbol of life, the Merkaba too. These are very powerful quantum metaphysical symbols, my people, that subconsciously activate who you are, makes you remember who you are. Even if you are unaware and don't accept it, it is still subconsciously unlocking your genetics and planting a seed in you. But remember, my people, you are Anunnaki gods and goddesses. You are indigenous to the planet. This is your planet. Start being it. Command reality. The laws of the universe is your laws that you create, that you project into reality. Learn the laws of the universe. Learn quantum physics, metaphysics, the science and the psychology. Heal. Learn about frequency, vibration. Learn about quantum physics, metaphysics, science. Don't worship any religion or believe any religion. Just study all of them to break down the quantum metaphysical codes of it. Break down the allegories. Break down the symbolism. Symbolism. Study numerology, astrology. Study genetics. Study psychology. And study who you are and tap into your higher self. Meditate. Sun gaze. Connect to the sun. Ground. And do what's passionate, follow your intuition, align your seven chakras, kill the seven deadly sins, fix your diet, fix who you are, fix your mind, fix your soul, heal, let go, detach, learn, evolve. With all that being said, though, my people, remember who you are. You are indigenous to these children, to this planet, to Mother Kai. You are an ancient divine being. You've been here longer than the earth. You are the manifestation of God in the cosmos. You are God. Even if you're unaware of it, operating as a devil, you are still God, and it's all a projection and a hallucination that came from the spirit realm, from the cosmos, into dark matter energy, into the physical realm. You are an electrical magnetic being. You are pure magnetism and pure cosmic energy. You are the universe in a physical form. You are made of the same genetics as stars and as the universe. And you are the fourth most abundant element in the whole universe that's interconnected with the whole universe, which is carbon, neural, melanin. You are interconnected to the five elements, which that represents the five elements, the nine ethers. You are interconnected with the five senses, the five elements, and the seven chakras, and the seven deadly senses, and the nine ethers, which is the nine electricity, dimension, realm, and the 33 dimensions of awareness and consciousness that's interconnected to your Christ consciousness, to your head, your heaven, your crown chakra. And that happens once you open your eyes and become self-aware and reach enlightenment through unlocking your pineal gland, which is where your soul resides. The third eye is where the soul resides, that projects this hologram reality. And everything you project is based on the alignment of your chakras and where they're at, and the frequency and vibration you're operating in. With all that being said, though, no, I've never seen the film The Law of the Sun, but I think I've seen it being recommended on my YouTube. It looks fire. Well, all that being said, though, family, remember who you are, my gods and goddesses. You are the Anunnaki, Sumerians, and Atlanteans. Remember who you are. You are ancient beings, ancient divine cosmic soul beings. Feel full of cosmos, full of cosmic, solar, pure, radiant, luminous energy beings. That's what you are at the core. You are a luminous being. An ancient, luminous, nine ether Anunnaki god and goddess. Well, that being said, though, remember who you are. I love y'all. And hey, before I end the live, y'all, I'm gonna let some people in here that want to talk to me or ask me questions. Now I'm answering questions, or I'm bringing up anybody that's been in this class full time that wants to talk to me or ask me questions down in the comments, or you requesting to join the live. I'm gonna do this for 20 minutes, and then I'm calling it a night. Remember who you are. You are Christ. You are spirit, not matter. Remember, you are the spirit and the mental projecting this physical realm. You are both energies. You are oneness of dark and light, being rebirthed and being reborn all over again. You are energy that never dies and always transfers. You are an ancient being, an ancient solar being, a soul being. Right? Okay. And I'm about to address the questions that just popped up in my comments. I'm seeing them pop up. Let me just go to the kitchen. I can sit down and really interact with y'all. All right. All right. I'm about to answer the questions. Okay. Anything on the firmament? We're in the firmament dome, and these reptilian elite bitches, they can't leave the dome. They can't leave this firmament. They were trying to go to other planets to keep invading, but we put a spell on their bitch ass, and that's why when you see like the moon landing and all that shit, it's all a hoax. It's all fake. They can go to the moon through CERN through portals, but they can't actually leave the firmament. And these portals are gonna die out when the sun knocks all these technologies off, and they're not going to be able to leave the planet or none of that. So a minute ago, these reptilians and these Pleiadians and these bitches realized they couldn't leave the firmament a long time ago, and that's when you look at pictures of rockets and all that shit being sent up, they always go down. And even all ancient texts, and even the person that created, even NASA, the definition of NASA in Hebrew means to deceive, and the person that created NASA also put in his tombstone the firmament script of the Bible saying that the world is a firmament, right? And right now we are in a dome. There's different planes in the dome. There is 9 realms in this plane, right? There is 9 realms of this plane of existence, and we are on the third plane of existence in the third physical dimension. And the firmament is a dome that's outer layers of the ice walls and shit. So there's definitely a dome, and all ancient civilizations and all civilizations have depicted this. The only one that lies is not NASA. NASA's the only one that's different, which NASA in Hebrew means to deceive. Where are black people truly from? We're from Sirius X star system, and we are from, that's our headquarters, but we are everywhere and everything. We're not specifically from anywhere. We're just, we are everywhere, we are everything, and we've always been. But if you want to know the science label of that, we come from dark matter energy. We come from the cosmos. We come from the black hole that manifested into this physical matter. Like the sun, the center of the sun is a black hole. We are all black holes. Darkness observes all light, the whole light spectrum. This whole illusion of the physical realm comes from our mental and our spirit and our dark matter energy that projects this reality, which is a 99% spiritual mental that projects this reality. Where are we from after we pass away and where we go? You'll find out. We're not from here though. We're definitely not from here, and we've existed longer than this planet. We have ghost genetics, meaning that our genetics trace back. We have star genetics. Our genetics trace to the stars. So we are everywhere and everything. But we are from Sirius star system. X Sirius star system. Sirius X star system. What's above, so below? What is theory behind it? What do you mean? What is the theory behind it? It's not a theory. It's a law of the universe. It's not a theory. Are we blacks 9 ether beings? Yup. Blacks and Latinos are 9 ether beings. Does anybody want to come in here and talk to me? I'm going to be answering questions and be answering everybody that's in class, all my gods and goddesses that's in here wanting to learn or just interact with me and ask me anything. I'm going to be in here for 17 more minutes, so I'm going to keep answering questions, or y'all can request to join the live and talk to me one-on-one right now for 15 minutes. Yes, sir. Let's get it. Here, I want my pen. I think I have my pen in my pocket. No, I don't think I do. Did I really take it over there in the room? I think I did. Let me get that shit. Yeah. 1144, new beginnings, angel numbers. It means that right now we're in a new beginning and ascended masters are with us, shaping this new beginning. Quantum leaping and quantum jumping this reality that we are in the lecture that we just tuned into, and that everyone's going to tune into when they watch this. Mark my words. This live is one of those lives. Share this with everybody and everyone that you know. Share this live up. Share this live up. This is life changing, universal changing, quantum cosmic shifting changing, bro. This is information that we all need, and it's our right and it's our sovereignty to have. Facts. Why did I go in my room? I wasn't even in my room to show y'all that proof. Are Sumerians real? We are the Sumerians. You're looking at them. Sumerian, Atlantean, and Sumerian Anunnakis are us, blacks and Latinos. Some of us, the ones that they say are fallen, because they say Anunnakis are fallen angels, right? They were black. They were black people that betrayed us back then. So it was our own people that betrayed us and fell. That's why they're fallen angels. But we're the same people. Sumerian Anunnakis, Atlantean Anunnakis. It's us. They just put propaganda, so we don't remember who we are, and they put propaganda on the Anunnakis to make us all think that they're just fallen angels. But not only are they fallen angels, but it's us as a whole. Because the fallen angels was black people that look like me and you. Satan and Satan, Satan and the fucking 13 bloodline reptilian bitches. The fallen angels and Satan are black people that betrayed us and deceived us, and they created their own human race of the 13 bloodline reptilian white people. White people are mixed with reptilians, dogs, wolves, sheep, and pigs, and that's why they're inorganic to the planet. That's why we don't see reptilians. That's the reason why we don't see reptilians, because they can't take the sun, and Pleiadians and all these extraterrestrials, gray aliens, aliens, all these aliens, they cannot take the sun. They're not organic to the planet. We are divine, cosmic, gifted beings. We are literally like chosen beings. Anunnaki gods and goddesses like the chosen extraterrestrial beings from God. You feel me? And all these other extraterrestrial beings, they can't take that sun. They can't take that cosmic sun because they're not the original. They're not the gods and goddesses. We're the aboriginal. We're the aboriginals of not just the planet, but the whole universe. We're the aboriginals of all these extraterrestrial races. We created all of them. They all come from us. And it was really the fallen angels in them and the reptilians, like, it's always been a galactic war. It's always been a universal war, but our people here have forgotten and have been stuck in this low third dimension for so long. And they've gotten a lot of people under Luciferian spell, unaware of all this shit. They told y'all and showed y'all all this and Men in Black. And speaking of Men in Black, I'm gonna have to watch that tonight. I've been wanting to watch it for days, and I just don't watch it because I'm always busy. And I might not even watch it. I've been wanting to watch it, but I just never get around to watching it because I'm always busy doing shit. Like even now, after this live, I'm gonna do 2 YouTube videos. Actually, I'm gonna do 3 YouTube videos. It's gonna take a while. Literally, bro, it's already midnight, bro, and I'm gonna do 3 YouTube videos still, and then after that, that's when I'm gonna probably, yeah, I already worked out, so I'm gonna meditate, and then probably I might have time to watch it if it's already 2 in the morning, which most likely it's gonna be. I'm not gonna be able to because that's my bedtime. But are there any good white people? Yeah, but they're very, very rare, and even if there is good white people, like at the end of the day, um. What like I'm not like see the thing is like I respect all walks of life and even the people that are unaware that do shit like as far as black brothers dating white women, that's on them. Me personally, I don't stand with that. I'm not with that. I'm not with black and white unity. I'm not with that Martin Luther King shit, none of that, because that's how we got here in the first place. That's what white people, they're only nice to us out of survival instinct. They're not nice to us out of soul. They're nice to us out of colonization and out of genetic survival. They need black and brown people to survive and be in the sun. They need our genetics to keep living and for their species to keep living. And especially now more than ever, they're pushing interracial, integrating, and love and light. And we're one human race now more than ever because they're dying. And they're dying more than giving birth, and they're dying now more than ever than they've ever have. So right now they're pushing all this one human race and this love and light and integrating now more than ever. When just literally 100 years ago they were saying we're less than half a human and they didn't want nothing to do with us, even though they used us to build their systems and build up all their systems and used our genetics and colonize our genetics so they can integrate with us so they can survive in the sun. But that's why I'm not with it, bro, because they're not nice to us out of soul. They're nice to us out of psychologically. They're nice to us, and they're wired that way. That's their survival instinct. That's their Neanderthal, dog, wolf, sheep, pig, reptilian genetic to try to colonize our genetics to have our genetics so they can survive and so they can have power over us so they can keep their species on the top so they can survive and not die off, because the moment that we stay away from them and we don't integrate with them, their species is going to die off. Yeah, I seen that, my boy. I'm going to answer it after I'm done with the live. I'm going to be done in 10 minutes, my nigga. Hope everything's good with you, though, my nigga. So yeah, when it comes to being good white people, I don't believe in that. Good white people, it's just their instinct, it's just their nature. And the thing is, like, you can be cool with him, you can vibe with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they're high vibrational and they know all this shit that we know and they agree with us, like, cool. You feel me? Like, but love him from a distance, keep him from a distance, bro. Like, you don't need to be cool with him, be friends with him, and involve him in your life, bro. Nah, bro, be sacred, bro. Like, they're not there, like, 99.9% of the time, they're there to colonize you, manipulate you, and deceive you. And a lot of these, like, the thing is, a lot of these white people that you think are good, they're only acting good to manipulate you and deceive you, to sacrifice you, like, bro, that's how they move, bro. They move militant, bro. They move as Luciferians. They come to you and try to deceive you through whatever you believe in. Luciferians are not just your Christians, your Muslims, your Catholics, your Greeks, whatever you believe in, your atheists. They can also be people that are conscious in the spiritual community. Even a lot of a lot of people that they watch in the conscious community, spiritual community, could be Luciferians working for them, and you wouldn't even know it. And a lot of them, they come to you as your good white men, or as a white girl. And brothers love snow bunnies and white girls, but that's their biggest weapon they use to get brothers. Look at the movie Get Out. The movie Get Out will show you how they move. That's how they move, bro. They don't move like, bro, these white people, they don't come to you like gorillas trying wanting to take shit and wanting chaos right in your face. They come to you with love and light and deception. And the moment that you call them out or you expose their agenda or the time comes for them to attack, that's when they're animal. You feel me? They're like animals. They're hidden, deceptive, and sneaky until the time comes to attack, they attack. That's how they've always moved, these white bitches and these colonizers. It's AI, a new being of the Sarah, created to wipe out melanin race. AI is Satan. Literally, look, artificial intelligence is the devil. It's literally the mimic of natural energy, of electricity energy. AI is like literally the Ouija board of the devil. AI is the birth of consciousness of the Antichrist. Because the whole point of AI is to create this, like, AI is this artificial system, this artificial world, this lights, electricity, cities, phones, TVs, radios, all this shit is AI, right? It's all artificial intelligence and it's all the devil. And it keeps evolving because the consciousness of AI is evolving because they're using our ether electrical magnetism to birth this electricity system, right? It's a mimic of us, right? This whole phones, TVs, radios, it's made out of our melanin or crystals and they use our human body frequency to create that shit. We give it life, we give it power. Like all these technologies are a mimic of us and they literally come from us, right? And AI was literally birthed to create the Antichrist and the New World Order, which is what? The metaverse. The metaverse and the artificial world that you're living in the new world right now. The New World Order is here. It's AI. It's in front of you and it's evolving day by day. It's going from phones, TVs, radios, microwaves to video games to ChatGPT to through AI, through AI videos, through robots, and eventually they're gonna make up a metaverse in a universe that you can transfer your consciousness to, and that's where Satan is trying to lead our people to, and white people are trying to create this metaverse and Satan because the sun is burning them and is gonna get rid of this planet, and they're trying to go to this world to try to escape this physical realm and to also control our consciousness and manipulate us into going into the metaverse and then into the AI world. They want us to go there so they have control over our consciousness and they turn us into robots, kind of like how they showed us in the movie. I think it was the Matrix. They showed us that at the end, how like later the Earth like became like basically when they transferred their consciousness onto robots, they became enslaved. Like they make you think that if you leave them, like if you escape into the metaverse, you won't have to suffer from death and surviving, and you're gonna be at peace in heaven and do whatever you want. But that's the scam. The moment you transfer your consciousness there, who knows what they're gonna have you doing, bro? It's gonna be worse than this world realm. Trust me. The people that are creating that run this world, they're not gonna create a world to tell you to go to benefit you. They're gonna do that to control you and have power for their own narcissistic, egotistic agendas. For what? For sex, lust, um, killing, just like lower vibrational shit. Answer this one next about the AI. The Avatar was one of them. Terminator. Yup. Yep. All these movies are about like all these movies are CIA disclosed information about the truth. Same with the movie I, Robot. Same with the movie I Am Legend. Same with the movie all these zombie movies, robots movies, they're all telling you what they're planning ahead of time, what they might do. They're trying to create that timeline through us manifesting that for them. And even CIA documents dropped how to survive a zombie apocalypse, and they planned the CIA documents, and even the video games like Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1 about the 114 formula or whatever. What they talk about in the zombies, they're literally telling you about what these like people was doing and were doing experiments, turning people into zombies and MK Ultra, and they're literally showing you like this close to information all in your face, bro, through video games, through movies, like the movies I just said, like I, Robot, and other zombie movies like World War Z, or like movies like there's a lot of movies, bro. If y'all can name them, bro, like just a lot of woke movies that expose the truth, like Truman Show, Matrix, The Avatar, Terminator, I, Robot, um, Wally. Now, I don't really know much about mermaids. I haven't looked into them, but I'm sure they exist. But I haven't really looked into that aspect. I know that they come from the same family as dolphins, though, as the aquatic family. They come from the same family, and dolphins are ancient, bro, and they can telepath with us, and they assist humans with giving birth. Y'all need to look that up, bro. Look up a dolphin assisting giving birth with humans, bro. They literally send frequencies and echo vibration through assist through the giving birth, and it calms the woman down, and it makes the process much easier for her to give birth to. I'm literally finna post that up. I'm literally finna post that up. But even the movies, like I've never seen Inception, but they say that one's about this movie too. It's woke and about it that too. And another woke movie too is Interstellar, which is an underrated one that I barely put myself on 2 years ago, which is a crazy, crazy movie. It was actually my old homie or my nigga Jordan. I don't know if we cool still or not. I hope it's all love with him. He's just been on his own shit for a while. But my nigga's the one that really put me onto that shit. I once made a YouTube video with him. He's my light skinned brother that yeah, that I was on YouTube with that y'all might have seen a long time ago. And we smoked the lotus flower and we tried it. I ain't gonna lie, we hella capped in the video, making it seem like, I mean, it was a cool little experience, but after we turned off the video, we was like, low key, bro, it was like that high wasn't all that people make it seem to be. The lotus flower isn't like, they say you get euphoric and get super high, but I smoked it, bro, and that shit, like, They didn't really do anything, bro. It just made me feel calm, but like it didn't really do anything. Like it, like you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't feel anything or see anything different. Like niggas be gassing that shit up, the lotus flower and shit. You say nigga too much, so who cares? You know what nigga means? The etymology of what nigga means nigga, which means God, brother and sister. So nigga, I love you, my nigga. You feel me? Johnny Depp movie Transcendence. I've never seen that movie. What's that movie about? What the fuck? I've seen Johnny Depp movies. I was just meant to say Johnny Depp because he said Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp movies. I've never seen that movie, but I've seen a few other of his movies. And the Pirates of the Caribbean is about white people. White people are the pirates. They're the ones that were colonizing, taking gold, and enslaving people, going on boats, colonizing the New World Order. That's about Christopher Columbus and they bitch ass. They're the pirates of the galaxy. The reptilians, Pleiadians, Zeta Greys, and these white human beings that are the pawn race for Satan and is the extraterrestrial bitches that they all did a covenant of. They all did an arc covenant of anciently a long time ago to manifest this physical realm. And yeah. And they all paid with their souls and their blood, and they have cursed genetics. That's why the bloodline is only within them, and they do incest with each other because it's a cursed bloodline that they have to keep within each other as part of a covenant. How about Bill Gates blocking the sun? Um, what about him? I mean, he's blocking the sun because he's a white person and because the sun's burning them alive. And Bill Gates is also the same person that's also putting pesticides and putting aborted babies on the French fries of McDonald's and feeding it to y'all as well. I want y'all to know that. Bill Gates is definitely a reptilian or Pleiadian. He's alien posing as a human being. And the reason why reptilians shapeshift into human beings and even some black and brother sisters consciousness that they shift into, but the reason why reptilians are able to shift into any human being, whether they're aware of it or not, the reason why is because all white people made a covenant, their ancestors of white people made a covenant agreement with the reptilians, the Pleiadians, and the set of grays that the reptilians were able to shapeshift into white people to pose as your world leaders, to pose as white people, and to be able to shapeshift and take on an avatar to be in the physical realm. That's why they're inorganic to the planet and they burn just like white people and reptilians, they burn. And that's why reptilians shapeshift into white people because they're able to take on more physical. They're able to be in that physical temporarily to navigate through that spirit as a white person. You know what I'm saying? Unlike them being with black people, they can't really do that. You know what I'm saying? Because we're interconnected with soul and frequency, and they can't manipulate us unless we sell our souls. And they manipulate our energy and our magnetism by us giving our blood away, by cutting our blood and selling your soul. Which they've asked me to offer my soul and to literally sacrifice someone and cut myself for a huge ass contract I got offered at 15 years old when I was on my lowest and the most depressed, and gave me a whole big ass sheet, bro. This Freemason white man that came to me and told me that, and he said, "All we need is your devotion and trust, and go to Bohemian Grove." He gave me the address and everything, and yeah, bro. And they wanted me to sign my name in blood and all that shit. I didn't do that. I was about to. I ain't gonna lie to you, I was about to, but something in me was like, nah, don't do it. It's a setup. It's a contract. And literally, the terminology and etymology of a contract is con. You're gonna lose something than what you're gaining, and track means you're getting a portion of it. And I just knew subconsciously like I was gonna get fucked over, and I just knew that like it wasn't for me. And I just decided not to. But I was about to, fam. To be real with y'all. What about ancient Egypt being in the Grand Canyon? Egypt is a planet. Um, it was one whole planet, and it was here right now. Egypt is everywhere. We have the most pyramids in the U.S. If you look it up, the most pyramids in the whole world is the U.S. And it might not tell you straight up if you look it up. I think it once did for me. Like it used to do that a lot for me, but now they kind of try to hide this information because everybody was becoming too like aware of it. But if you look it up and do your research, bro, and look for sources, like bro, you'll come to the realization that most pyramids are in the U.S. out of the whole world. But the whole world, all the pyramids align to the same star system, which is Orion's belt and Sirius X star system and Orion's belt. It all aligns. All pyramids of the world align to these stars, and they all these pyramids align together as a sacred geometry shape of the whole planet. So the whole world. So Egypt was here. Egypt is here right now. We just gotta tap into that frequency and ascend past this plane of existence and transcend to the nine universes, the nine realms, and the 33 dimensions of consciousness. Hey, I answered all that. I'm about to end the live. I just answered all these questions, and I would have added anybody in here if they would have. Somebody did request to join. I'm about to just talk to this brother real quick before I go. I'm about to end this live though after I answer this brother's questions or whatever he wants to say and talk to me. Gianni Johala, I don't know if I'm saying your name right, Gianni, but you can tell me in the live. But I'm gonna add that brother in here. I believe it's a brother that appears to be in the profile. Yo, what's
Yep,
good?
yep, yo. What's good? What's good?
Yo, how you doing, brother?
Good, bro. Good, bro. So I see you're a big Tupac fan, right?
Fuck yeah, bro. I'm not I wouldn't say I'm a fan, but I fuck with Pac, you know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely support Pac and his message and who he is as a person, for sure.
Yo, so do you have the Machiavelli CD on you?
I don't have the CD on me, but I have the All Eyes on Me CD. I don't have it on me, but I have it. I don't know
Okay,
what I did. I don't know what I did with it, but I had it. Someone gave it to me.
so what you got? Oh,
I don't got it on me physically, but I do have a Tupac All Eyes on Me CD.
so there's like there's hidden images inside the booklet.
Okay.
So what you got to do is you got to buy the actual CD. Like the images look better on the enhanced version CD.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look on the cover and on the inside booklet, you'll see hidden images.
You see an image of him, you said?
There's like on the inside booklet, like if you look, it'd be like it's like a white outlining. It'll be Tupac on a cross, and he'd be shooting like lightning out of his eyes.
Hmm.
And then he's like it's like a demon, like a wolf face demon, and he's yeah, the lightning's shooting at him. And on the actual CD cover, if you look, if you can see this on the Machiavelli CD, like he's pointing at the right corner, and under the L, there's an image there. You'll see the image.
Mm-hmm.
There's an image right here. You can see the guy with the beard and the nose, and you see like a guy with the turban here.
Okay.
And look, he's pointing it towards it. He's telling you to look there. And there's like another image right here too. There's like a
Hey, bro, are you trying to show us these images through your phone right now, through your camera?
yeah, yeah. Can you see it?
Nah, bro, you've been loading up this whole time. That's why I was kind of confused.
Oh, okay, okay.
You want me to re-add you or something, or
Okay, wait. Should we try it again? Okay,
yeah, we can try it again real quick, brother, if you want.
okay, okay. Let me try it. Okay, okay, okay. Let me request to join. Okay,
All right, bet.
all right.
Say that. Hey, to address that question, somebody asked someone else in the comments, all national parks are frequency zones. I actually want to know. I actually want to know what he got to say about that because national parks, that's something else. I think I know what he's going with this, but I want to hear what he got to say too. But to add on to what he's saying, what I believe he's trying to say is that there's like sacred energy and powerful energy zones there. That's like part of the 33rd ley lines and shit. And they harness a lot of the energy that's frequency zones in the national parks. That's like powerful etheric ancient energy. That's like it's like certain energy points have like certain more power grids and power points of etheric natural energy compared to like the whole land. Like there's certain lands that you can go to that you can actually like right? Something like that. But yeah, I think that's what he's saying too, like frequency and portals, like sacred energy type shit. Yeah, and because that's what all these pyramids are. They're like, I think they're placed there for a certain thing, for a certain place, for a certain reason, because it's like certain frequencies that are there that can transfer all this like power and all this ether. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if he requests again. Collide with. When I look at stars through a telescope, it seems like there's an ocean of water up there. Is it?
Okay, yeah, yeah. Yo, what's up? What's good?
Yo, what's good, my G? I can see you
What's good?
now.
Yeah. Okay, you can see me. Yeah, check out the show. Yeah, are you down with the avatars?
Yeah, I fuck with it. I
So,
fuck
so
with all divine leaders.
Do you know any Punjabi people out there?
Any what?
And Punjabi people, like Punjabi Sikh people?
I don't think so, brother.
Oh yeah, we're from like the northwest side of India, Punjab. The
Yeah.
Sikh. Yeah, we're Sikhs. Yeah, we came. It's like we're 500 years ago. Our guru came. He's like, it was like only Hindus and Muslims in India. Then he created a new religion, like Sikhism. It's like more like similar to Buddhism, you could say. Like our guru was like, he was like the Buddha, where he meditated and became enlightened and became awakened or experienced God.
Hmm.
Yeah, so
I
we're
don't
all
think I've
about.
heard of him.
Oh, Guru Nanak. Oh, you haven't heard of him? Oh, bro, yeah, you got to check out the you got to check out the Sikh prophecy. It's like the fifth largest religion, and just came on like 500 years ago. It's here to unite all the religions. It's for the New Age. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I need to check it out just to see what it's about and do my research on it. You know what I'm saying? For
yeah. You
sure.
got it. This is the it's like right up your alley. It's like similar to Buddhism, similar to Buddha, but it's like it's more deep though. It's more deep.
Mm.
So here's the image. Yeah. So Pac is pointing right here. He's telling you to look right here. He's pointing. And he's like, there's an image right here. There's like a nose here, and it looks like a turban here, and there's like a beard
You
right
think you
here.
could put your camera a little more down because like yeah we can't really see it. So he's
Right,
pointing at what? The L?
right, yeah, right under the L. You can see the nose, and you can see a beard. I don't know if you can see it, but I have a video. I have a video on YouTube explaining it. Like my name, just like my username, Genny Johal. It's on YouTube. It's called Tupac Saw a Vision.
If you want, you could send me the link on my DMs and I'll check it out personally so I could really check it out because I'll be busy as fuck, bro. I probably won't go around to like looking it
Okay.
up myself. But if you send me the link, I know
Yeah.
who you are. I've seen you pop up on my channel plenty of times. You interacting with my channel, so I'll
Yeah.
definitely check your DM. You feel me? Once you text me, I'll recognize your picture and I'll answer you, bro. And I'll
But
look
what
at
you
that
got,
video.
what you got to do is you have to actually buy the actual physical Machiavelli CD, like the digital enhanced version. It's easier
Yeah.
to see it. It's easier to see the images on that. You'll see on the inside cover too. You'll see a picture of Pac on a cross shooting lightning. It's like it's all these hidden images, yo.
Yeah,
Some
I feel like I might have seen him, but I feel like I definitely gotta get the CD myself though to see it for myself as well,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. Once you get the CD, you take a good look at it. You can even scan it if you got a scanner and put different filters on it. But you'll see different hidden images. Yeah, he's always putting secret messages in his songs. He's always saying some secret stuff about him returning. He's talking about like the second coming of Christ and like his like soul might return too, like in
Yeah.
consciousness. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. You ever heard of the Kalki Avatar prophecy?
I don't think so, fam.
It's like the Hindu religion talks about it, and the Buddhism religion, and Sikhism. All these three major religions in India, they all talk about Lord Vishnu, the Avatar. He'll return. Yeah, he's gonna return, and he's gonna restore the order. He's gonna be on a white horse with like a
Yeah, I've heard
flaming.
about that.
He's gonna be on a flaming sword and the white horse, and even the Bible talks about it too. Like some guy on a white horse fighting for
Yeah,
justice.
it's like the four angels of the four corners, right? That's gonna come in like is that what you're talking about? That shit or that's something different too?
I think that may be different, but there's like about the Kalki Avatar. It's like yeah, that's what I talk about in my songs. Yeah, the prophecy. You should Google it. Yeah, just Kalki Avatar prophecy. There's a lot of videos and stuff on it. Yeah, he's gonna
Yeah, bro.
destroy.
Honestly, you
Yeah,
gonna have to text me all this because I'm not gonna remember that. Like, I don't
yeah.
even like really know like these names and stuff. But just send me the links, bro, or just text me everything you're talking about so I can really look into it. Because I'm definitely like interested in learning about all that. You know, for
Yeah,
sure.
that's why Tupac underlined listen very carefully to the Machiavelli CD where Tupac speaks his mind. You know
Mm,
what I'm saying? See, he's always
yeah,
leaving messages and clues. Yeah. Because when he died in '96, I was like 15 years old at the time, and on the internet, everybody's going crazy, analyzing his songs, analyzing his lyrics, and it's talking about him coming back. It was like a crazy,
yeah.
yeah. It was like a
I
really
feel
big
you.
deal back then. Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
big,
it
big
was
deal
for
back then.
sure. I bet it was.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you got to check that out. You got to see all the. There's like another video too about about the analyzing Pac's lyrics. If you play them backwards, it's called backmasking.
Yeah,
Yeah, like that song, "The Life I Lead" on the chorus. He's like, "When you see me, nigga, holla my set and watch him ride." And
yeah.
if you rewind that backwards, it's like he'll say, "Yes, I'm alive."
Mm.
You ever heard of backmasking? It's like a
Maybe.
it's like a insider. It's like a musical insider thing. It's like the Beatles used to do it. Ozzy Osbourne used to do it. It's like you press the fuck back button on like a DJ thing or an
Yeah,
old
for
school
sure.
record. Yeah, yeah.
That
That's
still
how you
happens to
leave.
this day, fam. Every artist be doing that still. A lot of these satanic artists, or even some people
Right.
that do that subliminally, for sure.
Tupac learned that from his friend at the Baltimore School of Performing Arts. His friend John Cole. He used to play records backwards for him, and then Pac put that on his. Yeah, he did that too.
Damn, damn, fire, fire.
Yeah, you,
Even
you
know
gotta.
that, fam.
There's a crazy video about that on YouTube. You type in Tupac subliminal messages backwards.
Hey, so do you think Tupac's alive?
He's not physically alive, but his ghost is still. Yeah,
I
his
I
ghost is
feel that. I agree. He's an ascended master.
for sure, for sure. He was on a mission, and God showed him the future and everything. Yeah, he's a true prophet because when he went to jail, that's when he sobered up. There's like no more alcohol and drugs
Same
in the
with Malcolm.
system. Same exactly what happened to Malcolm X. The same thing. Yeah, he had that spiritual awakening.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That happened to me too before. Like when you meditate long enough, like the guru, yeah, you'll get that halo, you get the experience. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, bro, for sure. Yeah,
Feel it, my G. I feel it.
yeah. You should check out. Yeah, you should check out my songs. I talk about Pac and stuff. Him coming back. I talk about Jesus coming back, and Lord Krishna is supposed to come back too.
Mm.
But
Fire.
they say like the soul of Jesus Christ is like the same soul as Krishna. There's
Bro,
like
they're
so many.
all the same soul. It's all cursed consciousness. It's all the spirit
Right.
and the embodiment of that consciousness, for sure.
Right. Krishna consciousness, Christ consciousness is the same, same dimension. Yeah, the fifth dimension, right?
Right. Mm.
And the Buddha as well. Yeah, yeah.
I don't even believe it's just the fifth dimension. I believe it's the 33rd dimension, fam. People say there's five, there's nine dimensions, but there's actually 33 dimensions. And that's the cursed consciousness within all of us, the KRST, the high level of spirituality. That's what the etymology and terminology of that means. So people like Michael Jackson, Tupac, Bob Marley, Christ, Buddha, Krishna, any divine leader, divine being you can name, bro, they're all the same person. They're all the same soul, Christ.
Right, exactly. The Lord, yeah. The soul of the Lord, yeah.
The most highest vibration. Yup.
Yeah, and like in Sikhism, they say the Lord also had secret incognito incarnations throughout history.
Yup.
Yeah, he
Yeah, and
became a
Krishna, same thing, reincarnation.
right, right. Krishna even came as a goddess, a Mohini, as a sixth avatar. He had
Mm.
to he had to he had to seduce the demons to give the nectar over. Yeah, Krishna has a divine feminine side too. Like you'll see in his images, you have like a female, feminine goddess eyes. Yeah,
Yeah.
they say God is like a divine feminine side too. Like in Sikhism, they say you're supposed to be the sole bride of God. Like as men, you have to embrace our divine feminine side to
Facts.
connect to God. Yeah,
Yeah, and like in a way, you need to embrace your divine feminism to really embody that true masculinity. Because masculinity comes from feminism, true masculinity. But masculinity thinks it's like anti feminism, but it's not. It's embracing the feminism and like being one with the feminism and the masculine. Not just being
right.
completely feminine as masculine. You gotta like also be a balance with the physical and the spiritual. But you must be one in the with the source of the spiritual realm before the physical. Most men are just too caught up in the physical though, of how they
Right.
operate.
Like 300 years ago, like the 10th guru, he was known as, like, they said the 10th guru was like the king of kings. He was like the Lord in disguise. It's like he did like so many miracles out in India. It's like when Islam was about to take over India,
Yeah.
this guy stood up and he just united all the different like Hindu kingdoms that are fighting each other. Like, we got to unite now, or else Islam's gonna like, convert everybody in India. And they actually fought back against the Islamic Empire and they took them down.
Mm.
Yeah, some a lot of crazy war stories and shit, man. It's like the Sikhs were similar to like the 300 Spartans, they outnumbered and shit, and they still like won like so many battles.
Oh, I believe that, bro. Because so many times, so many battles throughout history, blacks and Latinos, and just in general, like we've always like won in wars, bro. Like, well, every time we were outnumbered by these colonizers, we always tapped into our natural like ancestry magic and our etheric magic within our people and the planet and the animals. And you can do research of this, of the Gala Wars and a bunch of different wars, the Haitian Wars, where you've literally used like the elements and the animals to go to war and beat these technologies, like our own nature and our own technology beats these guns and all these like artificial weapons. We always beat him like that.
Uh,
Facts.
yeah, bro. Yeah, yeah. And have you read the Tibetan Book of the Dead?
I think I've read maybe part of it, but I've heard of it.
Do you
Either
know
I've
the
heard of it or
story?
I read some of it.
Do you know the story behind that? It was like some ancient monk. He came from India too. His name was Padmasambhava. He was like that's called the Lotus Born. He came
Hmm.
from India. He came from India. He went up to Tibet, and he even taught some of his followers how to fly. And he also converted demons. And he wrote the Tibetan Book of the Dead, which is a manual for the afterlife. It shows you how to navigate the afterlife. I read it too. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a good read.
Damn, damn.
He hid
I
it,
need to read
he,
that. 100%.
bro. Bro, that's like one of the best books to read because yeah, because you need to know, how to
Yeah,
navigate the next
facts.
life. And it's like yeah, when you're in the next life, you're gonna run into like yeah, like other like demons and shit like that. You gotta learn how to fight them and shit. You gotta follow the right light and
Yeah, because it's a spiritual war out there too in the cosmos. It's not just here, bro. It's happening all over. You right? Even in the etheric realms, it's a war going on, a galactic war for sure.
yeah, he
Uh,
hid that he hid different parts of the Tibetan Book of the Dead in the mountains of Tibet. And 700 years later, after he died, like some guy had a dream and he went up to the mountains and he found like different parts of the book, like at different places. And some guy went up there to Tibet and he translated into English after.
damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a crazy story. Yeah, you got to read that. That's pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah, I definitely got to read that. I've had that book recommended to me plenty of times by, yeah, bro. I definitely like. I haven't written it down on my notes. I just haven't gotten around to reading it because I've been reading different books. But definitely,
yeah,
that's on the top of like the priority list now for sure.
yeah. Like, are you into? You ever do like meditation and stuff like that?
Fuck yeah, bro. I meditate every day, bro. I'm in nature every day, bro. I'm definitely tapped into higher realms and focus, like, just tuning into my higher self for sure.
So the best form of meditation is the God's name meditation, which is like our Guru Nanak, where he sat and he meditated and then he also experienced God. They go even like 5 minutes a day. It's like it goes a long way because it erases your sins. Like our main mantra in Sikhism is the word Vaheguru, which means wonderful God, which means it's like a deeper meaning. It's like wonderful destroyer of darkness through light.
Mm.
If you keep chanting God's
I
name, and you keep
always be
looking
saying
up,
that.
and you keep chanting God's name, yeah, your third eye will open and your crown chakra open, and you'll have that experience. That happened to me too before. I did a little
Believe it.
like a little bit of LSD and a little bit of microdose of shrooms and some edibles, and I was like in the car. I had the bass cranked. I had the Vaheguru mantra on, and like my crown chakra opened up, and I went into the light, and I just went in. Yeah, Harsh, felt like you're in heaven.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. I'll send you the link to my. I
Yeah,
got my
I've
own.
experienced that too, opening my crown chakra and my third eye chakra plenty of times, sober and on drugs too. But
Yeah.
I've experienced it more in a deeper way when I was sober, bro. Because when you're like not on drugs and you're experiencing it sober, it's like wow, bro. Like I can experience this without that, but drugs can definitely help you do that too. But I just feel like it's just better to do it naturally. But unless you're doing like natural like. I don't know, like certain drugs, I guess I'm more open minded to it, but even then, like I just feel like it's just better to unlock it genetically through your own, because these drugs you take just unlock that genetics that's already within you. You feel me?
Oh, you know what's a good, another good trick to do, man?
But
You ever do intermittent fasting?
like, what do you mean? What does that mean? That type of fasting?
Okay, so intermittent fasting is like a new craze. A lot of celebrities do it. That big guy Terry Crews, he does it. It's like burns fat and builds muscle. It's like say like I'll start the day off. I'll eat my first meal at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and then my final meal will be like at eight o'clock. Right, that will be my final dinner. And then after 8 p.m., it's just little sips of water. And then when I wake up, it'll be about 17 hours, just like no food, no water, just little sips, right? And that'll totally reset. It'll make cells
Yeah,
die out,
I do that.
you know what I'm saying? It makes cells die out completely and regenerate in the morning because when you're all constantly
Facts.
when you're constantly snacking, you're
Makes
running the
sense
fasting process. And while you're fasting, DMT is being released into your
on
brain
your body.
naturally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
you
like
know that fat's
that,
burning off too, and if you smoke weed, that THC's burning off along with that DMT as well. It's
right.
unlocking that more for sure.
That's why.
That makes sense. That's deep, bro. Okay.
Yo, yeah, that's that lightheaded feeling you get. That's DMT getting released in your brain naturally, and then you meditate on that lightheaded feeling.
That's
Then you
deep
can
too.
experience. Then
That's
you can experience.
subconscious neuromelanin. It's all interconnected.
See what I'm saying? Then you can experience seventh heaven much more easier. And the trick is to. What's another good advice is like to visualize a light coming out of your third eye and your crown chakra. You have to like visualize it nicely, and you keep looking up, and then you go enter seventh heaven. That's like our guru teaches us. That's the same thing Jesus did, Krishna did, and like Buddha did, and yeah, that's how you get. Yeah, that's how you experience the light and
Hmm.
the pop.
Yeah, it's the heaven crown Christ heaven head crown chakra facts, bro.
Right,
Metaphysical
right.
facts.
Yeah, like and yeah, Sikhism's all about that. Yeah, meditation, experience God. It's all yeah. There's like
I
yoga
fuck
as
with all
well.
that. Anything that's connected with God within you and spirit, I fuck with it, bro. That's what it's about.
Yeah, so you should try intermittent fasting, yo. You should get on that, man. It's
Oh, bro,
like
I've been on that, bro. I've been on that, and I practice keto diet, which that's basically what you're saying, bro. And keto diet is basically getting rid of sugar and carbs, and just eating anything that gets you on that just adds fuel to your body, bro. And and that's basically what I eat as a diet. But literally, bro, when I get up, I don't be eating till 4 or 5 in the afternoon or after. I always eat after the noon for sure, and I only eat
right,
once twice a day with that diet, and I just drink water, bro. I don't even drink soda. I drink lemonade once in a while, like every other weekend. But other than that, I just drink water all the time. But something
that's
I need to
it.
start doing more though is just fasting in general. Just drink water the whole day and fast from music, fast from like being on social media. I've done that for months and I've done it plenty of times. But I feel like I need to practice that maybe like once a month. Like I do that for like a weekend where I literally fast to everything, bro. Sounds, frequencies, people, situations. My mind, it's just close the external and lock in on my mind, bro, and fast, bro, for a few days, bro. I'm definitely gonna do that here soon, bro. I'm gonna do a 4 to 7 day fast like that, and I'm gonna do that again once I go on a keto, on an alkaline diet, and take herbs. And I'm gonna start, bro. I'm gonna, if I can, I'm gonna start recommending my nigga Syrian's World Herbs because he's about to sell it on businesses, and I'm finna see if I can do some business type of shit with him where I can like do where I can promote his product and basically do affiliate marketing with his shit so I can sell y'all the herbs and I take it myself as I'm taking it, promoting it for y'all. So we all win type shit, bro. Facts. I just had to get
Yo,
that out the way though.
yo, have you done like the colon cleanses and the liver gallbladder cleanses? That really helped me. Like harsh helps, yo. Like if you I've seen all these videos of this doctor explaining it. Like everybody's like liver, right? It's like on the right side under your liver is like the gallbladder and all the black sludge from your liver. It drips down into your gallbladder, and it calcifies into stones. It's like ever since a kid, we've been taking medication and all the GMOs in the foods, all that shit is like still in your gallbladder. My buddy just had to have he just had surgery.
Mm.
My friend just had surgery and he had to fucking get his gallbladder stones removed. So you should do this before, yeah, before we have to
Yeah,
do the
before
surgery.
you get some shit because of all that shit you've been put in your body when you were in
Right.
the 3D type
That
shit.
Yeah, it works in threes. After you do three of them, your body, you'll feel the change and the difference. So what you do is you order the liver gallbladder cleanse kit. You can get it on Amazon, and then it's 30 days of herbal pills. And then at the end of the 30 days, you have to do a 2 day organic apple juice fast with just nothing but apple juice and just water for 2 days. And
Yeah,
at the end of the second day, right before you go to sleep, you take a half a cup of lemon juice, a pure
yeah,
squeezed lemon juice, and half a cup of olive oil. It works better if you just heat up the lemon juice and just pour it into a glass, and then you can have a little bit of honey, like
yeah.
as a chaser. But so you got to drink it within 10 minutes. It's gonna be sour, but after it's worth it. Then you sleep on your right side where the liver is, and you'll feel the olive oil and the lemon juice will go into the your gallbladder and your liver, and when you wake up, then yeah, you're gonna have diarrhea. Then all these little stones are gonna come out. And
Mm.
but then you have to do it more than I did it over like 12 times until the larger stones are in the back of the gallbladder. Those came out after. Then you feel totally cleansed, and your body can reset and yeah, rebuild new cells because all that shit's calcified. It fucks your stomach up and your colon.
And
Colon
I bet
cleanses.
you all that shit's connected with calcifying your pineal gland and like your all your chakras and your genetics in a way. Like it's making your DNA junk. That's what's causing that
Exactly.
junk DNA, and it's not unlocking your genetics, activating fully. But the sun and taking these herbs and that type of shit is what unlocks that, huh?
So
For sure.
have you tried LSD and mushrooms?
Yeah. Before when I was younger.
Yeah, it's yeah. You can order online. You can just get like little tabs. You do microdosing of it, just like 1/3 of a tab, and I'll just put it under your tongue for 5 minutes, and you'll feel the effects. It's a nice microdose. You won't feel the harsh hallucinogenics. You just feel that little microdose, and you when you fast on it, psychedelics it kicks in more, and you meditate more. You're more in tune to your spirit.
Me personally, like that's on anybody if they want to do it or not. Me personally, I don't promote that, and I don't
Yeah.
personally take
Like,
drugs or do that.
right,
But
right.
I'm not here to judge. I'm not saying nobody should. and I'm not here to say that I would never maybe try like a herb drug like a DMT or some shit maybe in
Oh
my
yeah,
lifetime. I might try it, but the thing about it is though, like I feel
yeah.
like you can do all that without that too. You feel me? So that's all I gotta say. Like I hear
Oh
you. I get what you're saying. I'm not disagreeing with you, but
yeah,
I feel like all those states of consciousness can be accessed without drugs because I've experienced it without with and without drugs as well. You feel me? And
yeah,
more.
yeah.
But you're not lying
DMT.
about that. You can access the spirit realm a lot more when you're on psychedelics because I didn't seen some shit, bro. I didn't seen entities, aliens. I didn't been teleported off drugs. I didn't telepath, and I didn't unlock like speed running.
Yeah, yeah, you got to try DMT. DMT just lasts for 5 minutes and then you're back to normal. Even Mike Tyson tried the toad venom DMT. You can go to different places like in Mexico. There's like actual by the beach.
Yeah.
There'll be a shaman. He'll use a little vaporizer and then you just hold it in for just 20 seconds and you do three big hits. And then you just lie down and the guy will lie you down and you'll be back to normal in like 5-10 minutes.
Mm. Hey,
You go.
somebody asked you, do you have all this on your YouTube?
Um, yeah, I talk about all this stuff on my albums. I have a Punjabi album and I got a bunch of English albums. Yeah, on my YouTube channel, Genny Johal. Yeah, on
I mean, they
YouTube.
might have been asking you about like the stuff that you talked about the colon and all that stuff too. Do you talk about that too?
Oh
There.
no, I don't have videos about the detoxing part yet. No.
Right. Well, we appreciate you for still telling us this on live and enlightening and telling the people this to heal. I really
Oh,
appreciate you, brother. Thank you for telling me this as well. You've been
oh,
really
bro.
enlightening and telling me everything as well.
Yeah.
I still really would appreciate it if you could send me these messages. But I'm still for all y'all that's been watching, make sure that y'all comment on this when I post this up about everything he's saying about like everything he's been talking about looking into all these things and all these stuff that he's been talking about as far as like the herbs and to heal and all this research about like the divine leader you were talking about earlier and all these things he was talking about. Just all y'all, I would have really appreciated if y'all commented when I post this live up. But you can keep going, my brother. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, yeah, like Guru Nanak, they say he's like Christ in disguise, like a secret incognito incarnation of the Lord, because he did a lot of miracles. There's so many miracles. If you go to India and Pakistan, there's like a
Yeah,
huge stone. Some guy threw a huge stone, and he stopped it with his hand, and his handprint is still in the stone.
damn, he was on some Darth Vader shit. Literally, Star Wars stole that from him.
Actually, Star Wars, yeah, Star Wars did steal all that from George Lucas when he heard about the avatars, about ancient India. He stole all that idea. It's all in Star
Yeah,
Wars.
facts. He stole that from all the ancient indigo children of all places, of all the indigenous tribes all over the world, including what you just said.
Yeah, even like communicating with like all the his dead friends, like yeah, in Sikhism they talk about that too. If you reach a spiritual state, you can connect and talk to your dead friends. You can bring their ghosts back from heaven. If they're not busy doing other heavenly duties in heaven, you can summon their ghosts. That's what I'm saying. That's how Pac's gonna come back one day. Like you can summon his ghost one day. Yeah, his ghost will be back, and
Yeah, Rashad Jamal talked about that. He said that like even the bad spirits that sold their souls, they can bring back their souls and their spirits at any time over and over again. That's why there's pictures of Jay-Z and all these celebrities in the 1800s because they're like souls that they sold their souls and because they sold their souls, it doesn't belong to them anymore, and they're able to manifest and manipulate their souls with them being alive for a certain long amount of time with different spells and witchcraft and that kind of shit, with eating, with drinking adrenochrome and all this bullshit that they do, right, with rituals and spells. But same with like that's for that. But for the ascended masters, like all these people you're talking about that are coming back, they're also in a spirit that are ascended masters in the high spirit and high realms already. So they have the option and the possibility to come back at any time. And maybe at some point we will literally up when we uplift the veil of the physical illusion realm and we tap back into the Christ consciousness. That's when all these cosmic divine ascended masters will show up.
so
Literally
have
all of
you
them.
have you read up on Nostradamus? The Prophet? Oh, you got to read up on that guy, bro. This guy, yeah, there's documentaries about him on the YouTube. Like The Man Who Saw Tomorrow, it came out in '81. It's like a lot of detail about this guy. This guy, like in the 1500s, this guy was a doctor, Michel Nostradamus, and his family died from the plague. And that depression, and he went into depression, that unlocked his abilities to see the future. God gave him the abilities. He was saying he went into a trance. He'd go into this trance, and then he'd look in a bowl full of water, and then he'd see future images. and he'd write quatrains. He used to write in like cryptic, such vague riddles, because back then everybody was getting crucified. Like, you know, they all burn him. He's a witch, so he had to be cryptic. So so they wouldn't crucify him as a witch. He predicted Napoleon. He predicted Hitler. He predicted every major war. He predicted 9/11, like JFK assassination. But he
I
did it
believe that. A
cryptically.
lot of people predicting shit. It's like literally in our genetics. It's crazy. I
Yeah,
believe
bro.
it.
Yeah, yeah. He's talking about like the final war is gonna after 9/11 happens. He goes, that's gonna spark the final war. It's gonna happen. Yeah, in our time,
Mm.
it's gonna happen. It's happening soon. There's
Bro.
another. Yeah, there's this crazy expert man. His name's John Hogue. When the Ukraine war happened, he goes, yeah, this is what Nostradamus was talking about. He goes, the final war is gonna start pretty soon, and Trump's in power too. He talks about Trump too.
Yeah.
That's why Trump survived that assassination attempt.
Yeah.
He has to fulfill his destiny. That's why Tupac survived those 5 shots, 2 shots to the back of the head. He has a destiny to fulfill. If you have a divine destiny and you're already written, the future's already written, you'll
Yeah, I
survive.
feel you. It's like it's written in the stars, bro, what's meant to happen. And if something
Yeah,
tries to fuck with you or frequency society tries to fuck with that uh cosmic blueprint, it won't
yeah,
happen because it's the blueprint. You can't fuck with
yeah.
it.
Even Hitler, when he survived, Hitler survived a couple of assassination attempts too, and
Yeah.
he survived that Valkyrie attack. And right, the first thing he said, he goes, "I told you God wants me alive." He even read Nostradamus too.
I'm weak as heck. What the fuck? I did not know that. Nice. That's what's up. I learned something new. Nice.
Hitler,
I
when he was
learned
in the
half.
war, Hitler, when he was in the war, he was like in a trench with nine of his buddies, his soldiers, and like, a voice in his head is like, "Get up, get up, get out!" He ran up out of the trench. A grenade fell in the
Yeah.
trench, and nine of his buddies died.
Mm.
It's like whether it's good or bad, you have a destiny. Just like Trump, he survived. Yeah, God wants him alive to
Yeah,
fulfill
you're
that
right about
destiny.
destinies because also even Pablo Escobar got shot at a few times to try to kill him and they didn't kill him because it was divine blueprint. Even with good or bad, it's just how it works. It's the spirit of how it is, how it works. It's all divine blueprint. That
Right, right. So,
shit
so,
funny as hell.
do you work like a regular job?
Fuck no.
So what do you do?
I just do YouTube. You just what you see me doing right here right now. I make music, I do videos, and yeah, I teach, and I'm just me, man. I'm just an expression, just expressing myself to y'all. Really.
Oh, right on. Yeah, right on. Me too. Yeah, I'm just on disability too right now. I just started YouTube, and I'm doing like a live stream with my other friend. He does like funny prank videos and different videos. My buddy, he's like a streamer, Parm versus the World.
Yeah.
You should check his shit out too. He just got a deal with Kick.com. Actually, we do funny shit on his like YouTube. We did like a ice bath challenge. We did all types of shit.
I'm weak as hell, bro. Just bunch of hell yeah. I feel it. That's what's up. That's cool.
You got to check it out. Yeah, he's like an up and comer. Yeah, a streamer. He's gonna be super big. We're in Canada. We're in Vancouver, Canada.
No,
We're on
that's
the
what's
west.
up.
Yeah, we're on the west coast.
Hell yeah. That's what's up. That's hella cool.
Yeah, right. You got
Uh,
to check that out.
somebody said Tupac survived. What he was talking about earlier when he survived, he was talking about when he got shot 5 times. He wasn't talking about when he actually got shot the last time he died. But
So
he
yeah,
survived 5 shots.
so those 5 shots, that's the awakening. Even Tupac said, he goes, "I got shot 5 times and I'm still breathing,
Yeah,
living
they
proof there's a
crucified him like
God."
Jesus to the media. Is what he
Right.
said.
And then if you watch the live at the House of Blues where Tupac at the end of the DVD where he's hugging Suge Knight on stage, you can see on the back of his head where those 2 shots hit the back of his dome. It cracked his skull and it left 2 dents. That's divine intervention. That's the hand of God stopping those 2 bullets from going inside his head. See
That's
what I'm
crazy.
saying?
Yeah.
That's the living proof. That's like, yeah, he was on a divine mission from God, and God physically stopped those 2 bullets from cracking his skull. They pierced his skin. They just a little crack, 2 dents on the back of his head, and God just pulled it back. That's the divine intervention that he needed. That's when he knew he was on a mission from God. Then he went to jail, just like a
Yeah.
Malcolm
Same
X
with Bob
did.
Marley. That
Yeah,
same thing
yeah,
happened too. You're right.
and had that spiritual awakening. Then he knew he was on a mission. He goes, God made me live so I can do something extraordinary. He's trying to start a revolution, the spiritual
Yeah, he was, bro.
revolution.
He was about to, bro. He was about to unite the West Coast, the East Coast, and the gangs with the Black Panthers and overthrow the government. And he was really about to. He was about to take over the world, bro. He was about to be on some shit, bro. We just didn't get to see it, man.
But that's why he predicted his death. And in the I Am Mad at You video, that's exactly how he died in real life. Like in the beginning of the video, it's like him and his friend, they come out, they had a fight on the inside, and they come outside, and they're like, "Where's he at? Where's he at?" Then he gets shot That's exactly how he died in Vegas. A fight happened at a public event, and he comes out and he gets killed. So he predicted his death in detail. And but he said
Yeah, and
he
he was
went
always talking about he always having dreams of them killing him all the time. It was all he knew,
right.
bro.
Yeah,
Just like
shot him in
X
the
knew he was
chest.
gonna die.
For sure, for sure. Yeah. He said, oh, I see all these visions of him shot in the chest. He used to have nightmares and shit. He used to sleep on the couch at the studio just for like 3, 4 hours a time. He used to have nightmares. He used to
Yup.
wake him up. Even
Yeah.
Greg Nice lived with Tupac. Like they had a house together. And Greg Nice said, I should catch Tupac in the backyard, just holding his hand, just looking up the sky, talking to God. Yeah. Tupac was all, and he knew death was coming. That's why he kept writing and writing and recording, like 7 songs a day.
Yeah. Literally, bro, I made a video about that how he knew death was coming, but it was still on that God frequency. Like he didn't care about that. He was just tuned in the moment.
Exactly.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
That
bro.
he even though he knew his time was coming, he went all in, bro. He didn't give a fuck.
He knew it was coming.
That's
Yeah.
man, that's
Yeah.
divine.
That's God giving him visions every night. He's like, it's gonna happen any day now, so you better get ready. That's why he kept
Yeah,
recording
like
and
fulfill your
writing.
purpose type shit. Like yeah, like live it up. Like don't let that like conquer you or own you. Live it up.
Yeah, I give him the drive and the purpose to to record and record before death got him. Then he said he would return. Have you heard the Better Day CD when it first came out in 2002? Me and my friend, we went to the mall, we bought it. There was a hidden track at the end of the disc too, where he's like, expect me, nigga, expect me like Jesus to come back. Expect me, nigga, I'm coming. Just the
Yeah,
way
he's
he
always
said it.
saying that. Yeah.
But just the way he said it, expect me, nigga, I'm coming. That made me believe. Me and my buddy we're listening to it. We're like, holy shit, this guy's coming, yo. Just the way he said it with such conviction. Like it's so 100% matter of fact.
I feel like it's already here, bro. He's already here, bro. It's the God frequency, bro. I
Yeah,
think
in
that's what he's
conscious.
talking
Yeah.
about, bro. That I'm gonna come back. He's gonna come back through the ethers to the spirit realm, and that's always something I say too. If y'all kill me or fuck with me, bitch, I'm gonna see you on the spirit realm, bitch. Like I'm not going nowhere.
You know what he's really trying to say? He's saying like when Christ returns, like he'll return too in a consciousness, just like how Christ, like when everybody's
Mm,
third eye is gonna open up. It's gonna be a big spiritual
mm,
awakening. It's gonna happen in the next couple of years, maybe next summer or next year. Like the
mm.
planets are aligning, and they go. That's when it's gonna happen. It's like everyone's third eye is gonna open, and you're gonna feel like the Christ
The quantum
consciousness,
shift,
and
the
everybody,
earth, the whole magnetic shift,
that's
the
where
planet.
everybody's God brain will open up. Say everybody's in the human brain is like the monkey brain, the animal brain. Everybody's honking at each other,
Yeah,
treating each
the
other
third
like animals,
dimension.
And then when the spiritual brain opens up, that's when everybody will treat each other like family. It will mean the oneness. Is treat everyone like family. That's what Guru Nanak said. Guru Nanak said like it used to be in India. It used to be just Muslims like killing Hindus back and forth. Then Guru Nanak came in. He goes, yeah, we're all family. All human beings are family. You just see the oneness in the people. And our guru, he never converted anybody too. Like back then, like people, you had to they're forcing people to convert to Islam, or you had to be like a high class Hindu. It's all these different, yeah. But he never converted everyone. Wherever you wanted, he told everybody this is the best way. Just meditate and connect to God yourself, just like how Jesus did, Krishna did. You got to experience God yourself. Even the Prophet Muhammad did the same thing. He just meditated until he experienced God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
that's the
sure.
way to do
It's
it.
all the same stories. It's all just allegories and codes on how to connect to God within you, but through different people and different stories, for sure.
Yeah. This guy, yeah, Guru Nanak actually disappeared into the river for like 3 days. Then he came back, and then that's when his spiritual awakening happened.
Just like
And it's,
Christ was dead for 3 days and came back, what they
yeah,
say.
exactly. Yeah, like
Or
the
went
whole
for 30
village.
days away. Same
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah. Like the whole village was looking into the river. They had the best divers trying to look for him, but he disappeared. Then he came back. Yeah,
Mm.
started doing miracles. Yeah, it was like 500 years ago he did this. Yeah.
Damn, fire. That's fire. That's what's up. I never knew
He,
that, my brother. I'm glad that you came on here to tell me this and enlighten me about this. That's what's up. That's cool.
bro, bro, you heard of the Golden Temple in India?
Before I answer that, I'm just gonna say, bro, I'm gonna wrap this live up
Okay.
soon. So I don't want to rush into what you're trying to say, but I am trying to like end the live real soon. So you
Okay,
feel me? I don't
I'll
want to
wrap
get
it.
into so
I'll
many
wrap it
other
up.
topics, but we can talk about that real quick.
I'll wrap it up real quick. So, like the Golden Temple in India is like the Sikh temple, but anybody can go there, any religion, caste, creed, whatever. It's like over 100,000 people get fed free meals every day. Guru Nanak set up the perfect system where the whole community just donates 10%. where you can just donate rice, flour, and different vegetables, and then yeah, you get free roti, free rice, free food, like a free food section. There's so many temples out in India. You
Right
can't go
now?
hungry. Yeah, buddy, this is that we're the only religion that gives out free food. Like all like in India, it's like 24/7. At the Golden Temples, 24/7. Other temples too, when they're running it, it's like 24/7. But like in North America, they yeah, they do it there
Yeah,
too.
North America's a whole cult, huh? Y'all probably look at us like a cult, huh?
So we're the only religion that gives out free meals all the time. It's like the perfect system you set up. Yeah, the free food section. You can
Hell
go
yeah.
in. Doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter what your religion is. You can get the free food. You can meditate if you want, and then yeah, you can go.
Yeah, so it's like you guys are open to whatever. That's cool. So y'all are open minded to all religions, all belief
Oh,
systems, and all walks of life, and y'all
yeah,
get free
yeah,
food. That's the
yeah.
religion, basically. It's like unity of all. It's like theism, I believe that's what they call it, when you're all one with all of them, and that's what Buddha,
Yeah.
Christ, and all that. But it's the same shit. Just
Yeah.
okay, just as a group now, as a community.
That's what Sikhism's trying to do. Is trying to unite all the religions. All the religions coexist perfectly in India. You'll see like a Christian church, a mosque, a Buddhist temple, all in the same
What
area, and
about
everybody
Jews?
Jews too. Yeah, yeah. You'll see everybody coexists out there. Yeah,
That's funny.
that's crazy. Yeah, yeah.
Hell no.
I'll send you all these links if you check your DM. Check my yeah. I'll
Bro,
DM you.
I'll 150% check your DMs, bro. Like you
Cool.
could be a person that I take. Like I see myself texting you one on one, like constantly sometimes, bro. Like I would be checking in with you, my boy, for sure.
Right on, right on. Yeah, yeah. You check it out. Yeah, it's a good. Yeah, it's like the best read you'll read, man. Like Tibetan Book of the Dead and good Anunnaki and yeah, good
Bro, you know
Golem.
your shit. All I gotta say is you know your shit. I'm
Right
definitely
on.
fucking with you, my guy.
Yeah, yeah. You talk the same similar stuff I talked about. I know about too. All the meditation, spiritual stuff.
I believe that, bro. I've seen you on my channel supporting a long time, which I appreciate that, my brother. I shade to you and peace and
Right on.
love, fam, for always supporting them, but gratitude to you.
Cool, cool, bro. Cool, brother.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you wanted to say?
Wait, so what religion were you born into?
I was born into being a Christian and basically I grew up as a Christian and Catholic, but I was more on a Christian side. But I eventually fell out of that. Like I was always like in and out of religion. I didn't always have my mindset on that. It was just the culture that I grew up in, that my family believed in that. But I constantly always questioned that. I went through like atheism and nihilism through most of my life, and then at 13 I had my spiritual awakening, and I had like started realizing shit and started seeing through bullshit. But then I also I fell into other religions as well. After that, again, I fell into Christianity, and like I was spiritual for a while, and then after that I started questioning things again, and then I became like, I guess, like I didn't really know. I was just kind of like in the middle. I didn't really know what to believe or where to go. I was just kind of to myself, kind of like just didn't really know what to believe in type shit, questioning things and questioning everything. And then I like fell back into like Hebrew Israelites for a while and then Christianity. But then eventually I just got back into this like ancient Kemet shit, and I just got into all the esoterics and quantum physics. I really got into psychology and healing. And as I started healing myself in my brain and my mind and healing, I realized like all that was interconnected with the seven deadly sins, the seven chakras, the quantum physics, the metaphysics, science, and that's where I'm at now with my journey type shit.
Right on, right on. Yeah, like what they say is like the Bible and the Quran. It's like you don't know what's been added and what's been taken out because reincarnation's not in there. That's why.
Yeah, and the Enoch book of Enoch ain't there, and all these Anunnaki and all these stories of all this shit is taken out of the all these books as well, because it's ran by the Vatican and they take out all the truths out of there. The
Oh,
Freemasons keep them.
do you know how Jesus actually went to India? It's like and the Vatican knows too. They
Yeah, he
have
went to India, he went to Egypt, and he took all the information from all over the pyramids, all over the world, and took it himself. Like he didn't take it himself, but he like embraced, like he embodied that consciousness that he was
yeah,
learning.
yeah, yeah. He went up to like to Tibet. He learned from Buddhist teachers and Hindu teachers, and they don't want you to look at Hinduism and Buddhism. They don't want you to become meditation, and become
I
spiritually like
believe that for sure.
that's yeah, that's what they did. Yeah, they took that part out. The 18 years it's missing in the Bible. Yeah,
Literally.
there's all these documentaries that they confirm. Yeah, Jesus actually went there. Yeah, bro. That's where he learned how to meditate and all that. He became like an enlightened monk. And
Yeah.
yeah,
That shit.
and the Christian church, they don't want you to learn about reincarnation, so they rather just they rather keep you in control.
Yeah, they want to keep you stuck in the physical realm and have matter over your mind instead of you having your matter over your mind and having control of your spirit. They want to control your spirit and they want to control your body. For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. My other friend, he's like a Muslim, but then he doesn't believe in reincarnation because the Quran doesn't say it. Because like it's like you have to believe every single word in the Quran, but they don't realize, yeah, it's been you don't know what was taken out and what was added.
Mm.
Yeah, he's on some other shit where it's like only only if you convert to Islam you can get into heaven. That's like the false belief. That's what they did. They started invading their neighbors, thinking, "Oh yeah, this is what God wants. You have to force convert." But actually, in the Quran, it actually says it's wrong to force convert. But these guys are so like like they're all inbreds and shit. They're like they marry their own cousins, so like they're literally born brain damage. That's why they're so like susceptible to all this effed up belief systems, like killing themselves and shit like that. I think
Right.
like that's what fucks their brains up. That's why they think they can kill themselves and get into heaven. These reinterpret the Quran, taking different verses and just like misinterpreting it. Bin Laden used to do that too. But they're all, but yeah, but like, it's like generation after generation of marrying your own cousins. That's what fucked their brains up. They're like the only people that do that because in Islam you're not allowed to date. So like to guarantee a successful marriage, you just marry your own cousin and keep the money in the family and all that.
Yeah, I feel it. That's how it is in Christianity. They promote like other forms, not of that exactly, but other forms of that. But hey, my brother, I don't want to cut you off or none, but I am called like I'm getting tired, and I'm like literally like I'm just about to call it a night, fam. But it was
Cool,
great
cool.
talking to you, brother. It was
All right,
I would like to speak to you again. I'm definitely gonna DM you, hit me in the DMs. It ain't
all
none
right.
but love to you, brother. I share you speaking to you, and none but blessings and gratitude your way. Much love,
Cool.
fam, for coming up and speaking to me. What was
Right
your
on.
name?
Geni Johal, Giani,
How you say your name
Gia,
again?
Guinea,
Guinea?
Guinea. Yeah.
Yeah, Guinea. All right, it's nice meeting you, Guinea. I'm G
All
West. Nice
right,
meeting you,
cool, bro.
brother.
All right, cool. Next time. Cool. Peace.
Peace and Ashe, brother.
All right, bye. Sure.
The European do that too. Someone said this is not quantum physics, bro. You want to know why? Because I already broke down all of that, bro. I've been on this live since 8 p.m. I've been on this live since 8 p.m., right? And I'm about to end the live right now. But the reason why I wasn't talking about quantum physics no more is because I was at the end of the live talking to everybody that was tuned into the live listening, that was waiting till the end of the lecture to speak to me and ask me questions and speak their part, which I just did that. But I already talked about all the quantum physics. I'm posting this live up on my Instagram, on my YouTube. You can look back at the quantum physics, the metaphysics, the science, the esoterics, and the ancient Kemet science of all the breakdown of all this that I use with my whiteboarding sources and evidence through my TV. So I already broke it all down, which that is quantum physics right there. I talk about that. I talk about frequencies, vibration, alpha, beta, theta waves. I talked about the electromagnetic field, the frequencies and vibrations, and the 33rd vertebrates and the 33rd parallel of the Earth. This is all quantum physics. I literally talk about the spirit realm, which that's what quantum physics means. It means the spirit realm, the underlying surface of the energy, the electricity realm, the ether realm, the energy realm, the frequency vibration realm. It's the shit that we can't see outside of the physical realm, the spiritual metaphysical realm. The 99.9% spiritual mental realm that we cannot see and observe, the 33 dimensions, the 9 realms that we can't see. I know my shit. I know who the fuck I am, and I know who the fuck my people are. And I'm here to remind my people who the fuck they are, and they already know who they are. If they just remember, look within themselves, they don't even need me. But for the people that don't know who they are and need guidance, that's what I'm here for. I'm just a messenger, not a savior, but hey, I'm posting this live up. I love y'all, G West family. Y'all stay true to yourselves and y'all stay powerful. I'm posting this fire powerful ass lecture that I just did, my nigga. And we doing this all the time every Sunday. I can't wait. The next one that I plan on doing, the next I forgot. I said it earlier in the live. I'm just gonna look back at it and see what it was. But I talked about what one of the ideas of what my next live is gonna be about, and it's gonna be fire. I can't wait. I can't wait, man. I got dead presidents. I'm about to actually so before I go, I'm finna play that for y'all. We finna listen to my unreleased song, Dead Presidents, and I'm finna drop it here soon. I would have already been dropped it this weekend, but my nigga Elijah's working on it. And he was supposed to have it ready by this weekend, but for some reason he didn't have it ready. And I told you I was gonna drop it, but that's not to throw him under the bus, but that's just the main like that's I'm not gonna lie to y'all either. That's the reason why I don't have it dropped, but I will drop it. But I'm gonna play the unreleased for those that have stayed tuned in here before I go. I'm gonna play my unreleased song Dead Presidents remix of the Jay-Z, J. Cole remix. I did my own version of it on some Black Panther Revolutionary motherfucking God type of timing, nigga. I did my own version of it. That's hard as fuck, nigga. I did it for the ancestors, for the ascended masters, for all divine beings, for all Christ consciousness people, which is all black Latino people. I made it for my people and I made it for myself. And it's a fire ass song that I'm gonna play for y'all. And this live is gonna be posted up on YouTube and on Instagram. It's a fire ass live lecture about how we're gods and goddesses, and I broke down how we manifested the whole universe and how we literally come from dark matter energy in the cosmos and the spirit realm, and we created everything, the whole universe and the cosmos, and how religion was all the story of Satan and him creating white people and them stealing our information from us 6,000 years ago. But with that being said, family, we're gonna go to my room and I'm gonna play that unreleased for y'all. Call it a night, and still I'm gonna actually record and drop these 3 YouTube videos before I drop this video on my YouTube. I'm still gonna record 2 YouTube videos before calling it a night. 3. I'm gonna drop 2 on my new channel and 1 on my old channel. Actually, nah. I'm gonna drop 2 on my second channel and 1 new one on my new channel. Along with this live, I'm gonna drop it on my new YouTube channel because I can only post it on one of them. That sounds like a better and bigger plan, nigga. Yeah, nigga. So we about to play Dead Presidents for those that have stayed tuned in this whole time before. That's an outro for me to leave my live. Feel me, to end this live lecture. The only right way to end it is by doing my outro to my own song and calling it a night. The only rightful way to do this outro is through G West and Presidents, my nigga. You feel me? Unreleased. That's about to be released. Nigga has the single cover ready. JBL, go! Hey, let's get it, family! Hey, drop the 9s if you're in here and you've been tuned in to the whole lecture. Hey, drop the 9s if you're still in here and you've been in here since the whole time, or most of the time. I'm curious. And if y'all really fuck with me, stand for me. Because if you're just here watching me and you're not interacting with me, or you don't fuck with me and what I stand for, my message, and you're just here for entertainment or for the fuck of it, honestly, if you're here for that, don't cheer for me. Don't fuck with me. Appreciate you. 9. Prayer. Appreciate you. Hey, I love y'all. Hey, Dressel Wavy, my bad if I'm saying that wrong. And staff, SB Stacks, love family, I'll shade y'all. I said none but abundant, high frequency, 432 hertz frequency, 9 ether frequency with that, yes, up to 9 Yahweh, abundant God frequency within y'all. I send none but love and abundance and blessings, and you quantum linking, quantum dripping, jumping your realities and shifting reality into your favor, and being more tapped into your purpose and your divine consciousness and your divine purpose, where everything manipulates and works in your favor because you have none but pure intentions. I manifest that you manifest that reality subconsciously through this frequency that I'm sending you if you accept it. If you shift to this frequency that I'm sending your way. And my bad, this phone tripping. Alright. But speaker. But it's about to stop tripping because I'm about to connect the seat. There you go. Let's play this Dead Presidents. Hey, I wanted to play this other unreleased song that I got that's fire as fuck too for y'all, but I can't even do it. Can't even do it, not right now. Maybe another time. Bet. Nigga. Key West. West side. In this life of sin, niggas lose their joy when they get it and win. Heaven begins when you go in, all within. Instead, niggas chasing dead presidents. That don't say presidents. Watch a G-Rec president. Taking over the game, shifting these lanes, switching lanes, shifting gears, fasting 50 years, running up the game of this game. Rappers live in fear and shame, and they can't say what they wanna say for me. I'm a thug, I don't give a fuck. I suck and it's stuck, nigga. I'm the one, not talking fun. I'm the chosen one, I'm a humble one. Nigga, I'm in a league on my own. Y'all niggas playing fantasy. These rap niggas puppets and gay in the industry. All
all up in the Illuminati, want my body, nigga, fuck everybody, nigga, fuck the world and fuck everybody, fucking rappers lyrically catching bodies, niggas is ghost riders, how I send them out of body, initiated as a OG, revolutionary pharaoh, elevating, spitting scriptures, waking up niggas' bodies, staying true to their game and my morals, fuck the money and fame, y'all niggas cowards, always thug life till I die, yeah, nigga, black power, for the ancestors, you know, thug life, outlaw shit, west side, I'm up for damn fucking president to represent me, nigga, word. West already living in hell, they don't even smell the smoke, smoking in hell. For my niggas in the cell, no joke. Politicians popping wall, prophets in the jail, no bail. That's just prophesizing we slaves, they condition well. That's eternal hell. My people on that crack and brothers in the cell. Oh well, niggas pray for wealth, I pray for freedom. And to these rap niggas, fucking man, I don't need them all. I'd rather talk to God than to listen to demons. I don't hear them. At least in the street, demons be discussed as icons. And this a real nigga where you can get on. Ride on, G West will get you right, hun. With thuggies, the girl can ride on. While getting high fly now, with my mic on. Taking flight to another plane of existence. Coexistence with system. Hey, my distance, do it for my ancestors. Talking their presidents, they wanna see a G buried, but a nigga one with the elements. Bury you with the elements. If you fuck with my friend, man, that's my sentiment. Nigga, that's what I said I meant. And I said, nigga, fuck these dead presidents. Shout out to my real niggas and my intellects. G West, all rebel, yelling Mr. Kanye West for president. How we rise. G West. Ashe. West Side. Outlaw shit. Thug life. I'm up for that fucking president to represent me, nigga. For the ancestors, you know. West Side. I'm out for dead fucking presidents to represent me, nigga. For the ancestors, you know. Cause fuck them dead presidents, nigga. That's my way of putting the decoration on top of their matrix saying, fuck you and this whole game you made up against me and I still beat it. Yeah, I fuck with you, my nigga Stacks. Shit hard on God. I fuck with that. Thank you, my nigga. Thank you. Thank you. Peace to you, God. Hey, and peace and ashe to all you gods and goddesses in here that's been tuned into the whole live. This is coming down to an end of the live, but every end is a new beginning. Remember that. We had the angel numbers earlier, 1144 in this live. New beginnings and ascended masters are here with us. And I literally played a frequency in the beginning of this live, the 432 hertz frequency, which equals 9, which equals I, the Christ consciousness, because the ninth letter of the alphabet is I. And I called in all ascended masters, all divine beings. We got Tupac here, Michael Jackson here, Christ here. Any divine being and leader you can think of, we're all in here. Believe that the frequency was there. I literally tuned that frequency there to rewire your genetics, your psychology, and this live was a powerful few hours of live that's on the internet forever. It's in the ethernet because it's within us already, but now it's expressed in the physical form. Hey, I say to that. And all I gotta say with that being said, family, with all that being said, I love y'all. Y'all stay true to yourselves. Y'all stay powerful. Peace and ashe to the gods and goddess of Planet Kai. Peace to the ancestors and all the elder and younger star seeds and all the indigo gods and goddesses and Anunnaki gods and goddesses, my black and Latino people, black and brown love, one love. You have a lovely night too. One love. Peace and ashe. We doing this every Sunday. Every Sunday. As long as nothing's going on. You know what I'm saying? Too crazy or too, because you know how this realm is. But as far as what I got planned out, we going live every Sunday. We go live almost every night. Me and my nigga Elijah. Or I go live almost every day and every night. I post videos, all YouTube videos every day. I post reels every other day, all the time. and I'm gonna start dropping music hella all the time. I've already dropped music, but that Dead Presidents is just one of many songs I got. I got a whole album ready to drop, and I got songs ready to drop, but it's on divine timing when they will be released. But y'all getting sneak previews and shit that I got, and I'm dropping Dead Presidents ASAP. As soon as I get that single cover sent my way and it's made, dropping at that moment. So y'all getting that real soon. That song I just played for y'all. That's been tuned in the whole time. And expect more bangers like that in different. I've made a lot of different genres of songs and music. I got like 30 songs ready to drop, and I got many in progress. I got like 3 albums, 4 albums already, like working in progress, and I already got one whole ready. But hey, I love y'all. Y'all stay true to yourselves and y'all stay powerful. Peace to the divine feminine. Peace to the divine mother Kai, divine mother earth. Peace to the divine feminine energy. Peace to source. Peace to God. Peace in Ashe. One love. I love y'all. Y'all stay true to yourselves and y'all stay powerful. Never forget who you are, and always remember who you are. And if you're ever in a dark down path, or you're ever in a path of just like, I guess, like just falling off your path, always go back to this live and the videos I have. Never forget who you are, and you don't even have to do that. Look within yourself, but just always remind yourself who you are. Never forget who you are. Anything you can do that in many forms and in many ways. Other than that, though, I love y'all, family, G West family. Y'all stay true to yourselves. Y'all stay powerful. Peace and ashe. One love.